Elijah!
Oh, sunshine, yeah.
Alright. Mike who Cheese Harry off Kenny Body. Mike who Cheese Harry off of Kenny Body. Mike who Cheese Harry off of Kenny Body. I don't get it. Mike who Cheese Harry off of Kenny Body.
On today's episode of How Fucked Up Is Fucked Up. That's fucked up. On today's episode of How Fucked Up Is Fucked Up. That's fucked up.
Holy shit, Jimmy. Holy shit, Jimmy.
In the end, I just went with 2 reflux coffees. What's this? In the end, I just went with 2 reflux coffees.
What did you just say?
Everyone in this car has been inside of you at one point or another.
What did you just say?
Everyone in this car has been inside of you at one point or another.
I bet you don't have the balance to do this. Ready? Interlock your hands, push down, and look at the bottom of your foot behind you. Aye.
Taste the biscuit, taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce, taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't put that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with chicken wings. Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the butter spread. Taste the goodness of the bread. Get your butter spread on me. Like the way it makes on the cheese. Cause when you're you got this special sauce for my curiosity.
doing it.
Can you hear me? I can't hear you, BF. Can't hear nothing.
Great.
There it
Oh,
is.
great. I opened up the show. Nobody could fucking hear me. Let's try this again. What's
I can
up,
hear
bro?
you now. I can hear you
Well, 'cause
now.
I had myself muted for the freaking video, so I've been doing like a mime act apparently the whole fucking time. Let's see, I got some private chats telling me I'm muted. Yes, thank you, Stormy. I appreciate you. I see you backstage. Let's try it again. Let's do this again. What's it? Whoop, we're doing it?
We're doing it.
Whoa, and I had a smooth intro and everything. I was saying taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit, Scott. I seen you jamming backstage, bro. You were tasting the goodness of that biscuit, weren't you?
Yeah, I like that. I like
Yeah, it's
that.
a little disconcerting how much we enjoy that, aren't we? Kind of a little,
I'd
kind
like
of
to
too.
hear it again.
All right, maybe we'll get into that. But now that my sound is working and people can actually hear me, I can tell you that this is BF Live 16. I hope you had a great weekend. We are assembled. We are all here. The chat family is here for the check-in. Everybody's backstage. Now we got sound working. We got shit working. Scott's sound was working fine. He thought he couldn't hear shit because my sound was off, but we're all good. All right, let's bring him in since he was the second one here. He's our friend from the Great White North. Let's bring him in. Let's say hello to our friend Bobby Nick Havens. Hi, bro. How are you?
Anybody know sign language?
Wow, bro. Hey, it was
That was
killer, man.
great.
I was like super smooth and slick, man. I had like nice intro and opening. That's when you're the best. Go ahead, Scott.
Well, I know how you do the chat, and I knew we was putting it in. There was no. I knew it was going to be a minute before you seen it, so that's why I tried to scribble it down where you could see it.
Yeah, and then I'm not the best at looking at the private chat because luckily Stormy was trying to help me backstage, and it's so great to have everybody here. So while she's here, and before we jinx it any longer, let's say hello to our friend Stormy. Hey, Stormy, what's going on? You're muted too now. Real funny. Real funny. What's up? How are you doing?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine. I think I confused your poor father, Scott, over there because he's like thinking that I can't hear him because he can't hear me, and it's really I'm the one that's messed up. So I got everybody confused. We were talking backstage. I thought maybe you could hear me on the mic, like open commenting during the video. I hope everybody enjoyed that video, and I know Scott was enjoying. He was rocking, tasting the biscuit, seeing Bobby laughing. So hope everybody had fun with that. How was your weekend, Stormy?
It was good. I have my background blurred out though because I have kid mess everywhere. So sorry. I don't want you guys to see it, but I can't find my green screen. Can't find anything today. So
wow,
it's all blurred.
Good blur job. It's the easiest way to clean, isn't it? If you can just like just blur your house and not have to clean anything up, that's always the way to go. We're
There's all
happy you're
kid
here.
mess that way.
Yeah. And Scott, I don't know how much of this came out, but Scott was a little under the weather recently. He hasn't done too many podcasts over the weekend. Just getting back on your feet, right, bro?
Just getting back from that COVID. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Not a fan. Yeah, he found out first rate. Some of us have had it. So if you're going through something, if you had that, we hope you're back to good health real soon and everything. So let's see. We got lots of people. I see lots of chats piling up. So we know what that means, people. We know what it's time for. Glad you're all here. Happy Monday. We're going to be here till like 12 till 3, and I understand the boys on the Shuli Network are going to be doing like an afternoon show. So hopefully stay with us for your time filler. Chat family will assemble here, and then we'll see everybody over there at 3 o'clock. But until then, let's get
Talk amongst yourselves.
Chat family check-in.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Shout out to the 22 friends and family that are already here on a Monday afternoon. Chat family has assembled. It's time for the chat family. What do you got there, buddy?
I just pop. Great pop.
Great pop.
Crush.
Oh, all right. There you go. Bring in the crush. All right, Bobby Nick. Let me get you off of that.
Hey, hold on. You see how it says grape, raisin? Raisin is grape in French. Everything is
oh, there it goes.
bilingual there. So.
Well, yeah, you got the glare out of it. Okay, so I did see an extra word there. So once again, this is our friend Bobby Nick from Canada. He's up from the Great White North, if you don't know already. And so now we have grape here, but I don't understand the grape raisin thing. Is it it's grape and raisin, or they just
no? Raisin is French for grape.
Raisin.
Everything is bilingual here. All packaged.
Yeah. Well, because what raisin is just basically a rotten grape, right?
So how do you say grape?
Good point.
In French?
Yeah.
Grape.
Raisin.
What the fuck? All right, now you said grape, but you meant raisin, and then you said raisin, but you meant grape. I don't know. I'm confused, but we're happy you're here nonetheless. Let's get into this chat family check-in now. Y'all might notice the new slick QR code right up there. That's for my Stream Elements tipping thing. There's some preset tipping options there. If you utilize that QR code right there, I certainly appreciate it. There's the actual code right there you can click on. I have pinned links, and my links will be coming up in the bot. I think my bot's running. Although there's my Stream Elements bot is running. All right. So let's say Dave Daffler checking in. He was one of the first ones. Thank you for utilizing my new tipping feature. Dave Daffler, good morning, and thank you for your support, sir. There you go. There's the listing of my links, Venmo and PayPal. Please, thank you. Good morning, KB. Good morning / afternoon. Good morning, friends. Good morning, the lovely KB. How you doing? Chris Mack on the attack, Dave Daffler, and the lovely K. The friends were in here early. Chris, how's your eye? I'm not familiar with Chris's eye issue, but I hope your eye is doing good. Pulper 80, good morning, fun people. There's Scott Fitzpatrick. There's the Stream Elements Live bot running. Dave Daffler shouting out Pulper 80 saying, that fucked me up for a split second. Maybe it was the sound, or I don't know, maybe tasting the biscuit. I'm not sure. Let's go. Hey, Dave Daffler, great to see you. Hey, Kay. There's Kay shouting out Dave. I was asking, y'all got some friends in here. We got 23 in here now. Thank you, everybody. It's great for an afternoon show. Getting together on a Monday afternoon. Dave Daffler shouting out Chris Mack. Of course, I shouted out my boy Dave, as always. There's Scott Fitzpatrick getting back into the game, shouting out Dave Daffler. I understand Dave Daffler he's doing his thing with his animal clinic. He had an animal emergency on Friday, and the puppies and the mother are recovering well, from what I understand. Shout out Dave. Good morning, Scott. Pulper 80 is saying, Scott Fitzpatrick, at K, cheers, Dave Daffler. That's just wrong. Love it. Taste the biscuit, Dave. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Yeah, me and Scott were in a little too much. He was like backstage, and he was rocking like, taste that honey sauce. Oh, I like Pulper 80 says. Reminds me of the Will Ferrell and Anna Gasteyer bit. Yes, when when they were the couple, that's a classic. Absolutely. FKB, indeed. Facebook user, they're feeling it. They're saying, taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. That's oddly like pleasing to the ear, or kind of there's something appealing about that I don't quite get there, Scott.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. It's so it's like your parents. Reminds you of your parents or something. Something your parents would be.
They had a flow. They had a flow going. So
they did.
I think, yeah.
But why is she like oddly sexy? I don't know. She like, taste the biscuit. I don't like that honey sauce. Like, oh shit, talking about the honey sauce. Good day, y'all. Day 12. What's going on?
It really did sound a lot like there was some sexual innuendos in there.
Yes, it is. Right. I don't know if I'm just extra horny or there's something about that lady, but yes, there was definitely a lot of innuendo there. Yeah.
She wants some tea with her biscuit.
Ooh, yeah. She's like, you got that honey. She's all descriptive. Like, you got that honey sauce. Don't get your honey sauce on my biscuit and on me. She got like a whole game plan. So there we go with that. Good morning, Day 12. Indeed. Hey, Day 12. It's BDD, Big Daddy Dodo. Always out there stirring it up for replayables. He got us a name mention there on that primetime Alex Stein show and had him half confused and half funny. It was great. Whoa. Yeah, because Kay got hungry for biscuits after that. She was feeling that biscuit, and Big Daddy Dodo says, hey, Kay, I'll eat your biscuit. Hey, baby. Want to show your biscuit? Oh, and then Kay says, muted. Hello. Oh, that was me, of course. Of course, I could be. Yes, I'm muted. Thank you. I'm catching up. Muted, right? No audio, BF, no sound. Yeah, it was great, though. Let me tell you, it was some good shit, man. It was some of the best shit I put down. You always put down your best shit. There you go. I'll get past all these muted comments.
That's funny.
Damn it. Works now. There we go. Yep. Yeah, because I found myself commenting out loud and I noticed my microphone was off, so I rarely turn my microphone. Scott's coming in okay. Yes, he is. What's up? Here's Scott. Yeah, let's see. Dirty Dalish checking in. Hello. Really, Dalish, you don't get enough Scott's beautiful voice on No Filter with Andrew and Friends on Tuesdays and Thursdays and weird stuff on Saturdays and Sundays? That you need more of Scott's? God, give him some more of your beautiful voice. There you go. And there we go. All good. Yes. Hi, BF. What's up, Dalish? How you doing? What's going on? Hey, Dirty Dalish. David Chandler. Do I see a David Chandler? Because yep, he is checking in. He's further down. We're getting to him. All we're getting to you, everybody. Hi. Let's go. Hey, Bird. There's the Stream Element spot running. We got an anonymous person jumping in saying hi on Facebook. Hello, Facebook user. There he is checking in. He's checking in with Dirty Dalish. We'll say hello to David Chandler. How you doing, buddy? Hope you had a good weekend. Bobby Salad, says Dave Daffler. Call me silly, but I worry when I don't see David Chandler in stream chats for a bit. LOL. Yeah, well, I mean, some of us, we have to have a life outside of this, so it's probably good that you break away every now and then. Hello, David Chandler, sir, from Dave Daffler. KB says DC in the chat. Let's see. Stormy. Oh, you're getting a shout out from Dave Daffler. There you go. Stormy looking beautiful as usual. The lovely.
Thanks. My house doesn't look beautiful, though.
Well, people do use face filters, or Stormy's just using a little background filter today, but no.
Yeah.
No
I'm filtering my
face.
house.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm using the house filter today. Yes, the old house filter. Let's see. There's David Chandler shouting out at Dave Daffler and Kay, all of our friends. It's great to see everybody's here. Wait a minute. Wrong show. He's saying shirts off, Stormy. Wait a minute.
Oh, I got a funny story about a shirt. I'll be right back.
Okay, lest anyone be confused, this is not Replayables. This is BF Live. We do this every Monday at 12 noon East, and I love doing it with you. Let's see. Pulper 80. Stormy does the best blur job. Wait a minute. Oh. You see that comment there from Pulper 80?
Yeah.
Best blur jobs.
That's
good
funny.
play on words there, bro. If that's what you meant. So you ready for your shirt story? Tell us your shirt story, Stormy.
So you know what today is, right? It's 9/11.
Yes, it is. And we're going to touch on that a little bit, but go ahead. Yes.
Okay. So I got up and got ready to take my kids to school today, put on a shirt. I wasn't thinking about what today was. And this is the shirt I put on.
Oh,
nice.
no.
I'll do a single one. I'll come in on that. Just so everybody can see it. Yes, get over it. No, that's not. No. Okay. Well.
Yeah. That was not good this morning. So I had to turn it inside out and backwards whenever I realized before I got out of the car, because I was like, oh no.
Wow. Well, that's a little worse than what I did. I have gone out in public before when I have to do I had to go to the iPlace one time, and I realized I had my Bob Levy shirt that says "I hate people," and I just think it's kind of I don't think that's your best starting point when you go out into society with a shirt that says "I hate people." I didn't want that kind of reception that came along with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I found myself wanting to have my mask covered up or hold my hands up to my chest any way I could because I was already out. So that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I would have rather been wearing the "I hate people" than this one this morning.
Yeah, that might have been a little better. Let's see. Big Daddy Dodo says, hey, Bird, what's going on? He's shouting out the birds. We can play, we can play who is the Facebook user. We always have a different one. I'm trying to think of who it's been recently. How is everyone?
Shayna?
It used to be Shayna, but then recently
Tay
it hasn't been
Boogie.
Shayna. Who's that? Who else?
Tay Boogie does Facebook.
Tay Boogie does sometimes, but I thought he got his credentials through. We
Oh,
got
yeah,
a high
maybe.
before. Let's see. Maybe they'll let us know. Maybe we'll have more fun playing with it. But until then, let's continue the chat family check-in. Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Brian Claude, what's up? What's up, BK? Let's see. It's after 5 somewhere. Drink them up. Let's see. BK Chandler says at Daddy Dodo's back. What? DD dad. Oh, DD's bad. Dad is back in the hospital. Heart and pneumonia since Monday. So I haven't been online much. Oh shit. Well, we wish you well with those health concerns. We're sorry about that. Let's see, Dave Chandler. That sucks. Yes. Oh shit. Hope it all works out. Best wishes and prayers on that grape drink. Yeah, sugar water purple. Gotta have that sugar water purple, okay? You know what grape drink is. Right, bring it. What is juice? KB, I thought you preferred Bud Light. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. We're just catching up with the chat. We're sorry. That's why we do the chat family check. And Bobby Nick, that's like, I think Scott already asked you, so what's raisin in French? Grape, right? Or did you answer that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't have.
Pretty bad.
I don't have the bilingual packaging on raisins. Maybe they're called grapes in French.
Gina Bobina knows French.
We got to check with Gina Bobina. I'm sending my love and positive thoughts to you and your pops. I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Chandler from Dirty Dalish. Yes, thoughts and prayers indeed. I hate Bud Light. I'm not Ray. Oh, shit. Where's that at? There we go. Let's see. At KB, vodka and seltzer it is. Detroit carbonated prune juice, question mark. Ooh, I don't know about that. That sounds like problems on a couple different levels, huh? Let's see.
Right.
Detroit. There's the Stream Elements bots running. Please utilize them if they can. Please like, share, and subscribe. BF Live at Bobby Fran on YouTube, please. I'm working my way towards monetization. Working hard every day of the week. Thank you, Dave from KB. Dirty Dalish. Bird has the kindless soul. I'm seeing Burb. Burb has the kindless soul. Puppy's doing great. That's cool, Dave Daffler. Yeah, I touched on you had that animal emergency come in. I believe the puppies were a breech birth from what I gathered from the information I got to it. And you told me after the fact that the mother and the pups are all resting fine.
Oh, wow.
But you wish you had some more noise insulation from what I understand, from what we talked about. God bless you, Dave. Yeah, Dave's doing some good things in the name of animal rescue and animal care. Dave Daffler, I've been getting them at the brewery. Not cheap, though. Uh-oh. There's the bots running. Detroit. They were a gift from a sales rep. Oh, hey, guys. Wait a minute. Can it really be? Oh, hey, guys. Oh, it could be Andy, because I know he checks in sometimes on BF Live.
It is.
It's
found out?
Yep.
What's up, bro? It's Andy from Ontario. One of the fantastic producers. Longtime chat family member. He goes back to the Miserable Men days. That's where he got his name from. Andy in Ontario. What is up, bro? Good afternoon. Oh, hey, guys. Very good. Good Bob Levy quotes game this morning. Had a lot of fun with watching that. Confusing the guys. You're coming up with those killer alternative questions. KB, God doesn't like me. Oh, shit. Oh, let's see. Anyone for a tea party? It's okay. He doesn't like me either. Big Daddy Dodo. Kay is laughing at Big Daddy Dodo. At Dirty Dalish. I'll break out the Easy Bake Oven, too. Oh, we're getting funky now. That's something that missed you, Stormy. Did you ever have like a little Easy Bake Oven when you were a little woman?
Yeah, I remember having one, but I don't remember playing with it a whole lot, but I just a little bit maybe. But what happens is when you buy those, you have to buy all the cooking mixes and stuff and keep it refilled. And I just don't think that we went and bought any more.
Yep, that is what my experience too. When there were female relatives that got one that were close of age, I was always curious. Like, I'll eat that little nasty cake. But you're right that once got past the initial packs that came with the Easy Bake Oven, if your parents you didn't go out, and plus you didn't really know where to always get it. It wasn't like it was at the Walmart back in the day. So yeah, if you once you got past the initial stuff that came into the box and you ate all that, it seemed to be that was the time that you were done with the Easy Bake Oven. But that's a blast
Yeah.
from the past one right there.
And
The
you had
Easy
to
Bake-
use those mixes that came with it. You couldn't use
Yep.
anything
Yeah.
else at home.
Right, because every now and then I think my sister would try to like scoop a little her cake mix into
Yep.
whatever's pan, and it just never came out right. But not sure what was in that stuff, but that's some stuff from back in the day. Detroit almost only works in horseshoes and hand grenades. That is cool. That is true. I've heard that. That is a wise tale. Let's see. Dirty Dalish says, I was withdrawing from not hearing Scott's voice this morning. Okay, well, we'll give you that.
Better not tell Andrew.
What's that, Storm?
Better not tell Andrew that.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy.
Get me fired.
Hey, Scott, what's with this bullshit? Couldn't do my show all weekend and you're on with BF? What the fuck? All right. Let's see. Praying for your dad, David Chandler. Yeah, man. Chat family thoughts and prayers up to your father, David Chandler, for sure. I know that he's going through some challenges, and I want to shout out a really cool, strong person and a friend of me and Chris and Replayables is that Allie does improv. Shout out to her. She don't always put it out there. She's not like a big pity party person, but she will let you know what she's going through sometimes. And for those of you who haven't picked up on it in chat, Allie is going through some chemotherapy, and she will put it in there on her long days. And it's nothing more touching and gratifying when somebody like that tells you that what you do helps get through her day. So we love you, Allie, man. Good luck with that. So prayers up to Chandler's dad and to Allie. I told her that she must be strong on some level. I said, because if I had cancer and was going for chemo, I don't know if I'd be up in chats every day. So
It's true.
big ups to her. Big ups to Allie. Okay. And David Chandler's father and whoever's having issues. Why do Italians wear gold necklaces? To remind them where to stop shaving. There you go. Oh, right there. You got the Guido cut. You talking about my gold necklace over here? Hey, talking about my Mr. T starter kit over here? That's all I got. Let's see. Thank you at KB from David Chandler. Dirty Daler says, raisin in French is just grape? Question mark.
That's a
no,
good
it's
question.
not,
Yeah,
Dave.
I don't know.
Dave Daffler says it's National Shirts Off Day. No, it's not, Dave. No matter how much you try to will it into happening in the chats, it is not. Who is the Facebook user asking for a friend? I think we've since determined that it's our good friend Andy from Ontario. Chris Mack, my bad at KB. I was briefly occupied. Eyes good. They took the lens out Friday. We hope you're doing well with your situation, bro. Everybody's going through something. We're all here to support each other. Glad to hear it. Chris Mack, great to hear. Chris Mack says, appreciate it and thanks for asking as well. You rule at KB. Chris Mack says, thanks, David. Was a relief. Dirty Dalish says, wait, do I need to worry about Chris Mack's health now too? I have so much worry to give out. That's right. That's right. Thoughts and prayers for everybody. Thoughts and prayers. That eye used to be 2050 though. I hope it goes all the way back. Yeah, man. I know that's some serious stuff. I've had some people that I know that had to go to the Wilmer Eye Clinic here in Maryland, like Sears Eye Clinic, and have major work done. It's amazing what these surgeons can do. So I hope you recover and get your vision back soon, bro. Dave Daffer says, yup. Chris Mack says, new Dalish. Oh, nah, Dalish. I scratched my cornea a little while back. It's all good now, though. Thanks. Yeah, I think he did the same thing. Kind of starts out as a cornea scratch. KB, I just looked it up. Grape is raisin in French. And raisin is raisin in French.
I looked it up too. I was just sharing it.
What the hell?
What was that?
How can you have two words or the same word for two different things?
I don't know. That's what I always bust your balls about your weird Canadian sayings and shit. I don't know.
Well, I'm not French. I am not French. I have nothing to do with the French.
Okay.
I mean, I love Gina Bobina, but I don't understand why we have to be so bilingual. And when you go, when you go over to Quebec, and they aren't. There's no French on anything, or there's no English on anything.
Yeah, they are like, fuck you, this is Quebec. You speak the French, or you get out, you heathen. You get. But yeah, Bobby Nick, that's my understanding as far as the French speaking, among the French speaking, is they kind of sneer down or look down on anyone that isn't kind of a French speaking Canadian. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah.
I thought that was kind of the stereotype that's kind of made its way to the States. So French not only look down on they look down on fellow Canadians too. They don't give a fuck, Canadian or not. They're like, forget all y'all. Look, everybody, it's Shayna checking in. Ye gets a kiss. Hello, Shayna. Happy Monday. I hope if you have 64 things on your list, you get 65 done. How are you doing, girl? DD, Dave Daffler. Let's see. Andy. Hello, Andy. Andy did Bob Levy quotes this morning, and it was amazing. FKB. It's our friend Corn checking in. Hello. Hello, Corn. Hey,
Corn.
You make our day. Look at that. Scott and Bobby Nick, they pop right up. Everybody likes the corn. Corn check. Corn check. Get your corn here. Dave Daffler shouting out the corn. Corn check. Hey, I don't know if any of you guys were watching BF Live, but since we're talking about corn and vegetables, did you watch BS this morning? BS show? Anybody? Did you hear a little announcement? Kind of Chris Abels was sneaking in there, and Shuli talked about it, about our guest on More Playables this Wednesday.
Oh, I did. I heard that.
I missed that.
All right. Want to tell everybody?
Cardiff.
Cardiff Electric. That's right. Cardiff Electric's going to be our guest on Replayables. Like he said, until he figures out a way to talk himself out, get out of it, he's committed to it. So it was fun seeing Cardiff check in. Chris put it in the chat. He kind of confirmed it that, yes, we are going to have a drunken ass potato on Replayables on Midweek Freaks this Wednesday. So look for that. If you want to see a drunken potato, check it out. Then the light bulbs went out. All right. Allie is a gem, KB. Yep. She's always so happy and positive, too. God bless her. You darn right, girl, because like I said, I told her straight up, if I look, I can be a little bit a baby if I get the flu or something, so I can imagine I'd be a mess with the freaking chemo and cancer. So anybody that's strong that can go through that and have the sense of humor that she does and be active in the chats and so positive, I take from that. So thank you, Allie. That's a perspective, people. Perspective. It's my sister. Good morning / afternoon. What's going on? Good to see you back, Scott. Hope you are all better.
Thanks, Kathy.
I'm
better.
You were missed.
Yeah, those 2 shows we had to do without him were a bit different. It felt different. We missed the guy. Glad you're back, buddy.
I was wondering if they was going to replace me because the best ability is availability, and I wasn't available. I didn't.
We would never do that to you, Scott. We love you, man.
I heard they made Jerry Shepherdini permanent or something. I don't really want to break it to you. Jerry Shepherdini, shout out, buddy. He's always in the mix. Oh, let me read that one. Chris Mack says, all I trust the French to do is fly the white flag at the first volley. Beyond that, they're completely nonsensical. Okay. We surrender. Don't shoot us. No more. I'll tell you. Is storming... Dave, it's not that kind of show, bro. Asking for him.
I already did. I already changed.
Oh, yeah, she already did. There you go. Technicality, Stormy. She got you on that one, Dave.
Get over it.
Oh, she already technically changed her shirt today, and she's telling you to get over it. Apparently, you didn't wear that for 9/11. You wore that for Dave. There's Carissa, the lovely Carissa, another lovely lady, and lovely supporter, and lovely female supporter of Replayables and everything we do. Hi, Carissa. Hello. Hi, sorry I'm late. You're not late at all. You know we do, at least on the East Coast time, it's 12 to 3 here. So let's see. 12 here, that's 1, 2. Well, no, that's 10, or 12, 11, 10, 9 for you. I don't know. I'm doing Perry math. We're going to get into that a little bit, too. I watched a little Perry over the weekend. For those of you who are Perry fans, Tom B visit. This was Tom B week, number 2. So I got a couple little clips, extended clips from that. What else I got? I have a couple little extended clips from Gina Levy on Puzzle Box with Hack Ride. What else? We're going to talk about Woody from Syracuse, about how he drank something different on Replayables this week and set a new precedent. And we're also going to talk about the Packy Hot Chip Challenge. But let's finish going through some of these things first. Carissa, there's the love from Dave Daffler. What Bobby's muted this time, me or him? I don't know. That's Dave. There's, please utilize the links. Like, share, subscribe, BF Live at Bobby Fran on YouTube. It is appreciated. Dave Daffler. Hey, Shayna. Chris Mack. Shout out to Allie. Allie is our chick, man. Let's see. Cardiff on Wednesday, Dave Daffler. You know it, brother. Midweek Freaks. We're going to have a drunken ass potato, bro. Yes. Drunken potatoes. I hope Cardiff raps on Wednesdays. I can't believe that they were getting away with that or even trying that this morning. If anybody saw, I've seen Cardiff putting out, he has like a whole selection, like about a little EP of all these raps that he's been doing. I've seen some of them come up on my Instagram feed, but with all of these copyright issues, there won't be a strike, but it certainly will be a claim. I'm kind of surprised, Stormy.
Yeah.
Because we always talk about struggling with what you can get away with playing or not, copyright claim over a strike and all that stuff. And with all their issues on the network, I'm surprised they even, I wouldn't even have got near any original music.
Me either. And it's weird that it seems like YouTube picks up the weirdest ones you wouldn't think that would be picked up. I just don't get it.
Just for example, for just a little behind the scenes shit, one of my BF Live packages I did, it was the one with the ankle monitoring bracelet for kids, the little type thing. Yeah. It has the softest track playing in the background of Taylor Swift. Like you can't even hear it. Like I only noted because the freaking YouTube sniffed it out and pointed it out to me, and they time-stamped it, and I had to go back and listen to it. You would not believe how unbelievably low this is that this thing picked up out of the video.
That's crazy. That's why I always have to tell Andrew, you have to be careful with background noises with his TV and stuff, because it picks up stuff on his TV.
But you know, I gotta say, they do have Obnoxious John on their side, and Obnoxious John has a great talent for making songs, like rap songs, that sound almost identical to the originals. But they don't get picked up.
If you make beats for him to sing over, then that's kind of a little workaround that might get around their algorithm sniffing. Then we got Scott. You have something to say about that?
No, I was kind of thinking about how Vanilla Ice did that to whatever the original song was he ripped off.
Yeah.
Under pressure. He just added one little something you didn't notice, you know.
And he thought it was. He's like, no. And he goes, no. Theirs goes doom 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 doo 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 doom, and mine goes doom 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 doo 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 doom. Yeah. And like, no, motherfucker, you don't get that way. You know, you can't go like buying the Stairway to Heaven, and just like, nah, you don't. And then you call, I wrote that shit. I wrote Stairway to Heaven. Shit don't work like that, Scott. And if you remember right, Queen sued him, or their company management sued, and they end up getting a writing credit on that song.
Yeah, I think his career started going downhill after that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. That was the top of the hill, so it probably did go down. There's Scott. Let's see. Pickled potato on Wednesday. Yeah, what's up? Hey, there's our friend Chuck checking in, saying he loves Stormy.
Hey, Chuck. Long time no see, buddy.
Yeah. Chuck. What's up, Chuck, as they say? I've heard that joke 10,000 times all his life. Carissa, so excited to make Cardiff sing when drunk, please. You never know what's going to happen when Cardiff is on a show, so I highly recommend for the midweek freaks. We know we can't make it. It's already Monday. We know we're not going to make it to Friday without a little party, so join us. It will be on Shuli Network 2 Replayables, where our special guest will be Cardiff Electric. Let's see. Love all the ladies in this chat. I am so for all these sausage party shows. I'm very pleased and happy and appreciative to have a lot of lady fans among our chat. I'm very proud of that fact.
It seems like the lady community is growing too.
It does, Stormy, because I think Shuli pointed that out to us a couple weeks ago. He's like, boy, the ladies really seem to like Replayables. He's taken notice to it, and I've noticed that too. That we have our Carissas and our Erica Anns and our Allies and KBs and everybody, and our Sunday Jennas, and probably I'm somebody overlooking, and they'll get mad at me later. But let's say all our lovely ladies, That's why I don't like making lists, because then you forget the one and then you eat shit. Let's say KB, Bud Light. There's the bot running, doing its thing. Dave Daffla, my friend is not happy. Wait a minute, they're asking for a friend? No. Hey, County's got it. That old alleged friend. Let's see. It's Shayna checking in saying, BF, did you hear I'm going to be a man? I certainly did, Shayna, because you told me. You did. You were nice enough to tell me in one of our private chats that you're excited to be a maid of honor in your sister's wedding. I know you're going to be lovely. I know they're going to dress you up real good and put lots of fancy makeup on you, and I can't wait to see the pics there, honey.
And it's October 15th.
All right, cool.
Yeah, don't forget, mark your calendar.
All right. Calendar marked. Let's see. KB, she's got the love and the purple heart. Chris Mack says, Gina Levy was on a show. Damn it. It's irritating that I missed that. I like Gina. Well, bro, That's why we assemble here on BF Live. That's kind of the inspiration of this show. It's because we love podcasts and we love all this stuff. No one person could ever keep up with any of it, but I love getting here, sharing what I have, seeing what your point of view was, and sharing for people that didn't have it, people kicking shit back at me, and that's what this is all about. So I got some great clips. She was nice enough. It was kind of a last-minute thing, I think, that she filled in for Krista on Puzzle Box with Hack Ride. I know my boy Hack Ride's usually hiding in the chat giving me shit, so shout out Hack Ride if you're here. And a little bird might be telling you that Hack Ride might also be a future guest on Replayable, so look for that. Look for that.
That'd be cool.
I'm telling you, we got some shit lined up for you, man. Let's see. There's the links, of course. Stormy. But, God damn it, Dave. He's going to persist on that. YouTube bot, yeah. YouTube bots are crazy. Yes, they're crazy, unpredictable. They're constantly moving the goalposts, as many people say. OJ is talented. Yes, he is. I see OJ. And he makes funny songs like this.
Hey, buddy.
It's a classic. Everybody likes this. Let's get it by the way in. We're going to draw Jakes to the chat. No, Jake, before you show up, you cannot come on. Shout out Obnoxious John. He's out there doing this thing. He's got the orange filter. Makes great song parodies. Let's see. Shout out OJ from Chris Mack. It's our lovely Sunday Jenna checking in. Hello, Jenna. Let's see. Jenna says, shout out to Allie. I'm having a sick day today myself, and I'm always grateful for BF Live and friends to lift my mood. Thanks for the company, everyone. We love you, and I won't totally put your stuff out there, but yes, Jenna has a condition that she normally has to manage, and I understand that. So shout out to you for your strength going through that as well, Jenna. Yes, girl power, my sister says. What's going on? Feel better, Jenna. Yes. Oh, look who is. It's Shayna's dead cat making an appearance on BF Live. And Shayna's dead cat says, meow. Meow. Has Chuck? Oh, I'll let Scott read it because Scott does it better. If you're up for the voice there, Scott.
Meow. Meow. How's Chuck ever? Meow. Has Chuck ever played the name game? Meow.
We got a sick cat on our hands. Oh, see, and Shayna's dead cat. Even though you're dead, still try to cat. Oh my goodness. Has Chuck ever played the name game? Meow. Meow.
Lots of orange juice and soup, kitty.
Ooh. Let's see. Oh, don't tell them what to do. Okay. Replayables makes great. I guess no. Sometimes more than Gray's numbers. Sometimes you are correct. You are correct, Carissa, and that's due because of you and Kay and Allie and all you great people that we have had. Like for whatever reason, when Chris and I hit the Shuli Network, we've had to dodge many strike issues. There was they had to have the director show on the Replayables channel. So with all of these crazy YouTube rules and things happening, we've had to be on literally like every channel. We've been on Chris's channel. We've been on my channel with Replayables. We've been on Shuli Network 1, Shuli Network 2, Shuli Network Rumble. We have been everywhere. And the best thing that makes me this touches my heart about it is that the response and the crowd is just always pretty much consistent. You guys find us wherever we're at. And so I love that. You're right. You guys find us. And that's why we're successful, because we've had similar success no matter. I mean, we put these clips out last minute of the day and you guys find us, and we've had like this consistency throughout. And that's because of you guys. Detroit says, look at that strong ladies. Love the ladies. Yeah. Oh, that's a thing. Oh, that is so nice. Shayna, yes, to be the maid of honor at her sister's wedding. That's going to be awesome. Sunday, Jenna, thank Kay for the strength. Prayers of strength. Hack Ride rules. Hack Ride is cool. He's a cool, talented dude. I know from Hack Ride, probably maybe similar to a lot of you people. At least I found it through Shuli. You know, he brought it up and showing some of his clips on the show. Are you guys familiar with Hack Ride other than the Shuli Network, Scott? How about you? Have you ever heard of him?
Oh yeah. I love Hack Ride. I think he's awesome. I think he should host horror movie nights. He says he won't, I asked him if he would do that in our weird stuff chat yesterday, and he said no. But yeah, I love that guy. He's awesome.
I'll talk to Hack Ride for you after we have him on Replay. What about you, Scott?
I wasn't familiar with him, but is he the fellow that was challenging you to some
yes
sound off thing?
And that's probably going to go off on replayables. Yeah, so Hack Ride, like I said, I know he put some funny, he's a great production guy. He puts funny clips out, funny AI, and mixes it all together real good, really talented. And so that's how I became familiar with him. And then, like Scott said, he kind of reached out to me like out of nowhere, I guess because he's on here watching. And I guess he's bored with all the typical laughter, the laugh track. We all use kind of the same, laugh track. So he challenged me to like create a laugh track challenge. So I got some things. I got something for your ass, Hack Ride, number one. And number two, after we determined that he's going to be a guest on Replayables, that's where the clip challenge will go down there, Scott. So you're right. So Hack Ride will eventually be our guest on Replayables. No set date in stone yet that I know of, unless I got to talk to Chris. But when we do, we're going to have our little sound challenge that you are referring to. It's Harley Fitzpatrick checking in. Hello, Harley.
Hey. Hack Ride actually just sent me a private message the other day with a game for the ladies show for us to play next time. So it'll be fun.
Hack Ride has all kind of ideas. He's a very creative, talented dude. Matter of fact, one of the tweets I saw that he put out yesterday, he was like obsessed with like getting a new word in the dictionary, like because we have this universe, we have Hackverse, and he had this whole tweet about what constitutes a word and why we don't have to wait for it to become officially defined in a society to be a word, but he's kind of thinking like that and saying we should all come up with a word. So maybe that'll come up at some point. Let's see. Oh, let me go back. Oh, yeah, Coach Shayna has the wedding October 14th. There you go. I never.
14th.
Oops. Get it right, Bobby Nick. I've become obsessed with that demon. I tell you what. Normally I don't go for the whole like kind of like a demon acting, but he's so humorous with it, and there's such talent underneath when you really watch the show and listen. He's a really funny, talented, interesting dude, and he's like a demon with a heart, if you will. It's like I've never seen this kind of mix. I've never seen such a compassionate, loving demon. But we're gonna have time. We're gonna have a good time mixing it up with him. Hack Ride is awesome, Carissa. There you go. Yes, Kay, he is. Let's see. Chris Mack says Hack Ride is the one who made the big compilation of the Pete DiLorenzo parts. Yes, of the BS show. That's right, bro. That is. Thanks for clearing that up, because I know he did some things, a lot of these kind of videos. I also know him from the famous video he did for Jake's birthday week celebration, right? He did that.
Yeah.
Hack Ride.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That
cool,
was insane.
Yeah, he made a cool ass video from the Hack Ride Enterprises Studios. Let's see. Yes, that compilation. We got that. Yes, I think so, Chris. He's good. Yes, he is good. Pulp Radio. Hack Ride made an awesome compilation for Jake's birthday. That's what we were just talking about. Yes, very good. Oh, it's our friend Cupcake checking in. What's going on, bro?
I tried to recreate Jerry's voice yesterday, and it didn't go so well.
Jerry Seppadini and like some AI?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I did. So following up on what Scott was saying, when I was challenged to this whole laugh track thing, and I was trying to determine, what were the rules and what were the parameters going to be, I got a simple AI app, Stormy, and I downloaded a clip, just enough of Hack Ride in it, and I put out that counter tweet that says, I'm Hack Ride, and I'm here to confess that BF Bobby Fran is the superior broadcaster. And so, yeah. He liked that. He got a kick out of it. He goes, sounds like kind of my fourth cousin, though. So I thought that was a funny comment. Sound like I got Hack Ride's fourth cousin AI. What's going on there? Let's see. I was looking for a soundbite. You are I can't find it. I will find it. Oh, there it is. Horn truck. Because our boy Cupcake's out there doing the thing. I saw somebody ask him where he was going. I believe he said Montana, so I'm not doxing anything that isn't already public. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Let's see. Hey, Cupcake from KB. There's Daffler shouting out Cupcake. There's the Corn shouting out Cupcake. Cupcake's giving it all back. Corn, Dave, Stream Elements. Well, I'm finally at the bottom, and that is the end of our chat family chat.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's how we do. We'll have plenty more chats to keep up with, but that's how I like to start the show. Just starting everybody what we're talking about and what we're into today. And there's Cupcake just following up saying, yes, sir. And Big Sky, Montana right now. There you go, bro. That's what I heard. Be safe out there, and thanks for doing what you do, bro. All right, so let's see. All right. Well, we got that going. Having a good start to the show. But now it's time for the next thing, a feature on BF Live. It's time for the National Day Hey Hey.
3, 2.
All right, let's check in. The National Day calendar. Today is September 11th, so I know a lot of people of a certain age. We know September 11th brings certain thoughts to mind. We're going to touch on that real quick, just for some perspective in life. But let's get into the actual national days and see what people are celebrating on this particular day. Let's see. We have National Day. Hey, hey. What do we have today? We have National Boss and Employee Exchange Day. It's the Monday after Labor Day. To Monday, let's see, September 11th is also National Hot Cross Buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny. Let's see. And Patriot Day, National Day of Service. So let's see, just for fun, I thought, well, I'm going to touch on a couple of them. I thought this was kind of an interesting concept here. This is the day where you're actually supposed to physically change jobs with your employer, and your boss is supposed to like come and sit in your chair and actually try to do your job. So I'd be like curious to be a fly on a wall at some workplaces to see where this happened. But so that's one of the national days that you have. Have you guys ever taken part in anything like that on those national days? Like a boss exchange?
For me, similar. And on this day, it's kind of blown my mind that this is whenever we get, is this the time where we can say where we was when 9/11, when we first found out?
We're getting into that. Yes, because today is 9/11. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, we talk about it. Let me just rush through these National Day. I just wanted to touch on these later, and we will touch on that real quick. And then today is like Hot Cross Buns Day, so that was a weird one. But yes, I think I don't want to get too morbid or somber, but I also don't want to be dismissive of the thousands of people that lost their lives on this day. On 9/11. And so yes, we decided that just for perspective, like we talk about, Allie has her issues and Jenna has her issues, and many of us have our issues, and I'm big about perspective. And the reason I feel grateful and happy to be alive is because I am, and I know that not everyone is so fortunate. There are many people that don't have their family members here. There have been tragedies and things. So to me, this is all just about perspective and respect. So yeah, Scott, so we talked about where we were on 9/11 when you actually heard about the towers being attacked.
Yeah, and it kind of ties in with the employer and employee swap around.
Okay.
When I first found out, I was on my way home from work with my second wife, not Stormy's mom, my second wife, which was my employee at a tire factory. She used to work for me. Then I did my pen and company ink and
learned that lesson hard, didn't you?
Yeah, so I remember we was on our way back from work, and I didn't really know what the Twin Towers really was. I'm so dumb to how big the world is, and so I remember hearing on the radio that it happened, that one of the towers was hit, but I still hadn't sunk in good until I got home, and then seen that other plane hit on the TV.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your perspective, and that's interesting on a lot of levels. And it's interesting because, I mean, I won't totally dox you, but you're kind of in the Midwest, so you're not really a coastal person, so you don't really have like the whole, New York has the Twin Towers, and you don't have like the whole mental perception of what these buildings are and what they mean and where they're at. So that was interesting, and yeah, it was a tough day. Now, Stormy, I'll ask you. I know you obviously you're younger than you're us and your father and everything, but what is your what are the leftover perceptions, or what was your perception of 9/11? What are your thoughts?
I was so young that whenever it happened, until they showed us on the news at school, I thought it was like Lady Liberty. That's how young I was. Like I was picturing like Statue of
Like
Liberty.
Statue of Liberty got
And
attacked.
that's what I was picturing. But I was so young then, I didn't understand what was going on at all.
Wow, that's fascinating. And then because I'm going to turn it over to Bobby Nick, because we're all Americans and we have our unique perspective on this. But I'm going to go to Bobby Nick after I'm say my little rap, and then I'm going to see what somebody living non-American, what their perceptions were. But for me, my memory was that I was at work, and that was back in the days where we're just getting the flip phones out and starting getting the fancy little CNN, like, hey man, we'll let you know what's going on in the news. And so my phone started going nuts, and I'm getting these a a plane flies in, and I'm getting them one after another. Flame ties into another one. I'm okay. Well, that sucks. That's terrible. What really got me was when I saw the Pentagon got attacked, and then I'm at work going, oh shit, we're under attack now. This isn't a fucking accident. And I'll never be able to describe that feeling that I felt that day, just not knowing. And we didn't go home earlier or anything. Our boss, he wasn't shutting down. They weren't shutting down shit. But I just played it out the rest of the day, getting the updates off my phone. And I remember from that day going on and just being stuck to the TV. And many of us probably all were, like, for just 24 hours. Every minute of every day was like, what's happening? What the fuck was that? What's going on? So I just want to say, for not only for the people in our family that are going out for things, but I always say a prayer myself, no matter what you do, for the families, for the people that went through that, and the families of the survivors that are left behind that had to go through that, because my children were younger at that time, and I can't imagine ever going through anything like that. So Bobby Nick, so you are a friend from the Great White North, sir, and so you were of a certain age where you remember it happened. So tell us, like, where were you at, and then tell us how you felt about America potentially being under attack.
Well, I was at home. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. My daughter was getting ready to go to school, and I remember my ex coming up to me saying, Jasmine's show that she watches in the morning isn't on, or there's some kind of news thing on. I'm like, what? I'm like, why would that be? So I went and looked at the TV, and it was the they were talking about the hit, the plane hitting Twin Towers, and I was like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? And then a little bit later on, they showed footage of the second building getting hit with a plane, and I was, wow. And then they started, I was watching Canadian news, so it was like they were speculating on, like, all this kind of stuff, like what would be the Canadian targets, and a couple of them were, like, not far from my house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh man, I didn't even send my daughter to school that day.
And one of
it was crazy.
Go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, my daughter stayed home from school, and then we found out that they're rerouting the
Yes.
planes to
All the air
Canada.
traffic.
I'm like,
Yes.
what? What are they
Right.
doing? They're gonna
And they end
send terrorists, like.
Oh, that's what you thinking? Like, hey, keep that shit down there in the lower 48,
Yeah.
people. Like, we're
I
chill
was
up
like,
here. We're Canadian up here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jasmine's not much younger than I am. I think I was like 8, maybe.
right. She was very young. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, man. It was really messed up. We all felt for you guys. Man, it was one crazy day.
Yeah, because initially, the first plane hit and you get the report, plane goes into a tower, and you think, okay, accident, right? Accident. But then it's within minutes, and then the other one's going through, and then the footage is starting to come out, and then you're like, that seems a little more than an accident. And then, like I said, when the Pentagon happened, you just knew it just was not an accident. But yes, that was eerie too, because I live at least close enough to the airport where I could tell that the plane traffic had stopped, and it was kind of eerie quiet. Like, there was like 0 planes going on in the air. Yeah, and then you found out later, because they there was the word out there that they were hijacking airplanes and turning off their GPS monitors. They didn't know where any of these planes were. And so, as an extreme thing, they literally stopped all air transportation throughout the United States. And I think it obviously rippled throughout the world, this halting of transportation. So it just it changed lives forever. So just for perspective, and just to honor those people on this day, much respect and prayers to the people that went through that and their families. Let's see. He says, Chris Mack says, I was immediately ready to commit war crimes, to be honest. And he says, which was the exact goal of that operation. Yeah. And then you had guys like Pat Tillman, NFL players that had their whole world in front of them, and he entered to be a Marine, or I don't know if he was a Ranger or he was a Marine, but he entered the service and gave his life as a reaction to 9/11 because he didn't feel that being a football player was his best way to serve his country, and he gave up his football career, which was he was literally in the middle of, and literally sacrificed his life for his country. So we remember Pat Tillman on this day too. Brian Clauder says, I live so close to New York to where I can see the tower smoking from my house, bro. Yeah, I know you're up in that area, so you had that unique experience, and then all the health concerns that happened after all that shit being in the air. Hey, Brian Clauder from Dave Daffler. Muted. Hope that's not me. I remember how eerily, there you go. Big Daddy's hitting on what I hit on. He remembers how eerily quiet it was with no planes flying. I worked near the airport and could hear planes every day. Same, Big Daddy Dodo. We have that related experience, bro. That was eerie, wasn't it? When you're like, that is just too quiet out here. They're, oh, Bobby can weave a tail. Yeah, Bobby, Nick, you can weave a tail. That's it. I don't know Bobby, but apparently Bobby can weave a tail. That's it. Let's see. Why does Stormy still have her shirt on asking for that friend? You better get some new friends, Dave. Better get some new friends. Some friends that ask different questions. Pete. Oh, shit.
Oh, wait,
Now,
that one
Kate-
said not asking for a friend, I think.
Whoa, but let me go back. I do read quickly here. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Okay. So now it's just straight up Dave. Now we know the truth. It's been Dave all along. That
right.
friend thing.
Finally revealed himself.
Yeah.
And like I
You
said, I
can't
already
get
do
away
this-
with that on YouTube. Ask Corndiff.
Let's see. Kay's hitting on the people jumping from the towers will forever be
Oh.
on in my brain.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And like I said, let's see. Big Daddy Dodo, I was serving breakfast in the nursing home I worked at. We had the TVs on the entire time. Breakfast took forever that day. Yeah, because you were probably in disbelief, like couldn't turn your head away enough. Ranger. Chris Mack said he was a Ranger. That's right. He was an Army Ranger. Very good. Pat Tillman. Let's see. KB is a Bud Light first responder. Wait a minute. Responder. We got it. Okay, laughing. He was a Ranger. I think I read a book about it. Yeah, and there's a great documentary on NFL Films on NFL Network. If you ever see that about Pat Tillman and shows you what he saw that day and his reaction and why he chose to leave his career behind and defend his country. And the sadder part, Chris, is that I think, if I remember it correctly, it ended up being friendly fire too that got him, and they didn't want to say it at first. I watched it from my office. Dave Daffler says, Big Daddy Dodo, Pat Tillman was an Army Ranger, left the Arizona Cardinals for the Army, killed in line of duty, was due to friendly fire. See, I don't mean to cheer that. Just the fact that we're kind of on the same page is what I meant, Big Daddy Dodo. Yeah, we kind of remember it the same way. I was glued to CNN that day and night when 9/11 happened. I think we all were, Dave, when they were a legitimate news operation. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. That thing smoked for days. Yeah. And the tower too. So we will say one last prayer and honor to 9/11 victims and anyone that lost anyone on that day. Be ghosts to you, but we get on to that. So that was our. Let's see. I think that was it.
We were all New Yorkers that day. I remember.
Yeah, and that's why I'm
everybody
glad
saying
for your perspective, Bobby Nick, because
Yeah.
I've talked to many people in the States, and we all have a certain feeling. But really, up until I thought about it this morning, this was the first time I ever had an opportunity to ask anybody that wasn't in the United States, like, what were your perceptions of that day? So thank you for sharing that.
It was the first time. Now I'm sitting thinking about it. It's the only time I can remember America coming together on that. Not arguing that everybody's on the same had the same cause, the same thoughts, the same wanting revenge,
And I wished it lasted a little longer, Scott. But you're right. There was that little moment of unity,
brought
and
everybody
party
together.
didn't matter, and the entire House of Representatives and our entire Congress stood on the steps of our Capitol building in a moment of unity. And I'm not so sure we've ever been that united since then. But you're right, bro. It's a terrible that it takes something like that. But I do remember that little brief feeling. Pulper 80, wild guess. Dave is your friend, part of your body. Oh, shit. Friend is demanding you pop the top.
I don't
Why
have
don't
a
you
bottle.
I was gonna say, go get a soda, Stormy. We're gonna work around all this shit. Let's see. There you go. There's your body part. Here's Chuck with his comment. He says, I was in high school during the attacks. I live in a large Middle Eastern population area. The next morning, arriving at school, someone had spray painted "fuck Arabs" on top of the dome to the gymnasium. Yeah, and that's unfortunately, that just whole spewed just another round of hate, that whole Arab hate thing. And I'll remember the rumors about the army guarding the basement because the gold bars were melting or whatever. That was wild. Well, Chris Mack, I'm curious about how much information in the world was lost, and like value and money. I mean, a building that stood for so long and had so many high-end, high-minded people occupying it. Yeah, you know, there's probably some secrets and some things that were lost forever. And then you hear these stories of people that were disappearing that day and they just happened to go on vacation, or they chose to use that moment to like kind of vanish, if you will. So it was just a weird time. And I don't think you can go through a 9/11 and not acknowledge it. Not even on a Feel Good Funny show like BF Live. So let's get on with this shit. All right. And so let's end that bit and let's get on to another one, because that was National Day.
3, 2.
There you go. They also told us they found the hijacker's passport on the street, unburnt too, right? Yeah, okay. We won't get into the who's and the what's and the where's, but this is more just about the victims and recognizing today. So recognize. All right, let's see. Now that I did that, well, this will be kind of blended into, but since we already talked about 9/11, why don't we do a little history on this day, as we like to do? Check this out. And now, BF Live presents This Is Your History. I see a couple more comments coming in, so let's get them before we get on to the next thing. Let's see. Not to mention, we just let the Patriot Act happen. The fuck? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, that's what happens. Yeah, you got to, all the gathering of text and extraneous information. And KB says, not to mention, yes, that's right, we got that. The fuck? Who's that one stand-up comic that said he was at 9/11, but he never was?
Oh, yeah, I remember that guy being on CERN, but I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, who the fuck was that? Because I know they got on Bobo for stolen valor because he said his brother just happened to die on 9/11, but it wasn't because of 9/11. So they would always give Bobo shit about stolen 9/11 valor and all that shit. But yeah, who was that comic? I don't know. And then one of the famous stories. Go ahead, Scott.
I didn't know if you could hear that. I made him bang my mic. Sorry.
And then Pete Davidson, who the famous comedian, I know his father was a fireman who perished on that day. So I know that's a popular story. We missed our friend. Look who's checking in, Scott.
Psycho Social.
Oh shit! Look at that, coming off of a bad voice and everything. He gives you the psychosocial.
Damn.
He wasn't feeling good, but he brought it. Look at that. Hey, please push that thumbs up, push that like button. That's right. Like, share, and subscribe. BF Live. What's up, psychosocial? I saw her. We exchanged hellos in the Perry chat last night of Tom B, one of his last shows there. They were driving Perry nuts all week long, and that was a lot of fun. And he did his little stand-up act opening up for Chrissy Mayer, whatever way they say it. And
Brinzinzi, or whatever. That was the name of that comic that Stolen Valor or whatever.
Okay. Thanks, Chris Mack. Steve Thank you. Thanks for the name. Me and Bobby Nick did recall that story with you, bro, but I didn't remember his name. And seeing that name, I can see why I didn't remember, because it wasn't anybody terribly famous that I remembered. He's laughing. TSA sucks. Yes, they do. They get a curse here. All they do is tell you about that water is a liquid. That's all they do, shout when I go to the airport. Yes, and water is a liquid. Let's see. Psychosocial. Always watch. Don't always chat. I'm the same way, psychosocial. So that's cool.
Yeah.
I feel that way too. Are you guys like that too? Because okay, for example, today, I didn't try to engage in the BS show chat because I'm doing prep for this show right here. So I didn't want to be distracted about having to type a lot and then doing production things. So I'm curious, there are many times, I think maybe almost half the time I watch stuff, I don't even chat. Do you chat in most of the stuff you watch, or are you more watchers than chatters? You find?
I watch most of the time. The majority of the time, I'm just watching. I'm not chatting.
For me, it's how many
sometimes
people and
if
how
I
fast it's going.
yeah, that's become a problem too. A lot of these shows are getting really huge now, and it's like you can't even say hi to one of the people anymore because by the time you get your comment out there, it's not even relevant anymore.
Yep. And there's some days when I'm like keystroke ready and I'm ready to type and go crazy with it, and then there's other days where I'm like, man, it seems like it's a lot of keys here. So I guess it all just depends on the mood. I see you shaking your head, Stormy. How do you like deal with that? You like just watch stealthy?
I feel kind of the same way. There's some shows I like to interact more with than others, just because I like giving certain people shit. But that's just what I do. But like replayables, it's like a bittersweet thing. Because I remember when it was a smaller show, we were all like really connected in the chat more, it felt like. But now since it's grown more, I do find myself not chatting in there really as much or at all anymore. And then I'm like, wait, why don't I just at least try? But it just goes by so fast now.
You're right, and that has been a challenge, Stormy. And so it is, like you could tell, it's a fast moving show. Chris does a great job of his segues and keeps the show moving, but it is a challenge for both of us. I used to compliment Chris on how great he was at keeping up with almost every chat. But now that the show has become bigger, it is harder, and I've noticed that it's hard if we do it together, and I'm still missing on some, and I'll go back and watch some of these replays, and they'll say, BF, don't forget Allie's chat, or don't forget Carissa's chat, or you miss reels or something. So we apologize for that, but you're right, and that's because of the success of the show that it's moving so fast. So it's one of those good problem to have kind of
it's like bittersweet. It's a good thing. I'm happy for everybody involved, but it's also like I kind of miss those days back when,
You're right, because it's interesting. Because sometimes, like I said, some days I'm just more motivated to type, and I really want to get out there. And other days you just kind of in a laid back mode. So I know we have all different modes of operation. So I thought that was cool that Psychosocial said that she watches, but she don't always chat. Because I was feeling that. Let's see.
This whole reason I got on the Ray DeVito bandwagon is because he started off. I was able to get heard. He only had 8 people or 4 people.
Yeah, don't tell him that. But I found that, and I sent BF the link.
Yes, you did. And I know, and I told you that Ray probably won't remember that, but for what we're referring to, look, we almost got through a show without doing Ray talk. I don't really need to talk about Ray, but since you brought him up for these purposes, we talked about how when we first started watching Ray, us three, we would all be in there in the chat, and we would all, hey, Ray's here, and we'd be talking to each other in the chat, much like a lot of these people are talking in my chat now. And Ray doesn't seem to remember those days when we were kind of the only ones kind of helping him keep the show going. But you're right, it's changed now that he's got more people. Now he don't need to remember us no more.
Yeah, that specific episode only has 100 views on it because he put it on Patreon, I guess. But so
good old Ray doing his thing. Shout out Ray. Let's see.
That was a good episode too.
That's right. We talked about it. It was the one with those comedian friends that were kind of twins, and they were in separate locations, but they had a lot of fun. And I see, Scott, you remember that, don't you?
I remember.
They were talking about that.
Their mom even got on with them.
Who did?
Their mom even ended up getting in the camera with them.
Somebody else did, or some other combo.
Yeah,
thing
she's
happened.
talking about how she went on a date with Donald Trump.
Oh shit! I don't remember that part, but I do remember it being like a really fun episode, and just it was a lot of fun back in those early days. And I'm not sure that Ray has done quite a fun of a show since then, because the guys had a lot of zingers and one-liners. It was a lot of good rapport, and a lot of go back. It wasn't this controlled kind of thing that Ray has now. It's my show. It's my show. I'm my show. Okay. So let's see.
The good old days.
Okay. He said he went on Ari Shaffir's. Let's see. He went on. Oh, Steve Renaud's. Yeah, he went on Ari Shaffir's show and talked about lying and everything. Yeah. Yeah, that's shitty shit. Skeptic Tank was the show. Let's see. Stormy, top off. Thanks for your service. Oh shit.
YouTube says no.
I know.
I can't do that to my dad's eyeballs, but also to BF's channel.
Yeah, how about that? I like what this guy says right here. I agree with this guy 100%. Let's all hit BF's tip jar. That's right. That link that is pinned at the top of my chat is my new fancy BF tip page. It's utilized through PayPal. It has some presets, $4.20 for obvious reasons or whatever. It's funny. There's a couple preset amounts. You can put your own amount in, and you can put a message in if you so choose, and I will not dox you because I like money more than doxing people. Let's see. Brian Clutter says, I'm at work, so I can't chat much, but you guys are all in my head. What's up, bro? We appreciate you. There you go. At Brian Clutter, just by showing up. You need no more. And that's what's up. That's right. That's why we're chat family. All right, so that's cool. This all works because of you all you cool people here. All right, so let's see what we got to get to next now. We did that. Oh, we got to talking before I even did my little history thing. So let's see what's going on with this history thing. I love it. Let's see.
We were still talking about the good old days. That's our history, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Right.
I like it all. It's my favorite thing about doing the show is that we talk and we interact and we just end up talking about shit that I didn't even plan. So I think that's great. So let's see. So there's the unfortunate pictures on this day in history. There are the unfortunate pictures that we all saw that day. But we're going to talk about a couple birthdays and we're going to get on with it. Let's see. Today is Ludacris' birthday. Oh, American rapper. Oh, shit. In 1977.
In concert.
Say that again?
I saw him in concert last summer, I think.
Did you? Now that you're saying that, I do kind of remember you having a Ludacris store. So how did you end up going? Was it a fair or what was that all about?
Yeah, there's a state fair here, and we went to it, and he was there, and it was actually really, really fun. But I mean, you'll definitely get a contact high for sure.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, any concert you go to, if you go to a concert, yes, get that contact high. That's cool. Got your Ludacris story. He was born in 1977 on this day. Taraji P. Henson was born in 1970 on this day. Hey. Actor, musician, American musician and actor Harry Connick Jr. was born on this day in 1967. Bashar al-Assad, president of Syria, and Ferdinand Marcos, the ruler of the Philippines, was born on this day, September 11th. All right. And now that we finished that little bit up, that was our This Is Your History. And now, BF Live presents This Is Your History. Hey, thank you.
Now Stormy mentioned a contact high at a concert. What do you think about some of these musicians at concerts kind of telling their fans not to smoke weed?
Well, I don't go to those concerts, so I
There
don't know.
you go. That's the right answer. That's the proper answer. I ain't never heard of such a thing, Bobby Nick.
Yeah.
Well,
my
I think it
younger
was Bruce.
sisters
I think it was
too.
Bruce Dickinson recently who kind of flipped out on the audience because he was I guess he was starting to have problems with his voice. And yeah,
You talking about Bruce Dickinson, the lead singer of Iron Maiden?
Right? Yeah.
Now,
I'm pretty sure it was him.
That dude, that's a fascinating dude, bro. Because if you would have ever told me that Bruce Dickinson flies the freaking 737 or whatever jumbo jet that they have for their, I would have said you're a freaking liar. For those of you who don't know that, Bruce Dickinson, the leader of Iron Maiden, is a freaking legit pilot and has flown their tour plane multiple times. So I think ain't that something, Scott? That's an amazing little factoid.
Yeah, bandmate or not, there's no way I would trust my singer to.
I know, right?
Rock band, you know?
Yeah. I thought that was the craziest thing.
Got the Aces High song and.
Yeah, so like a heavy metal band from back in our day, and you're like, oh, what up? The lead singer's flying them around? Like, what the hell is that? Yeah, so that's a little. Yeah, right. Let's see.
I mean, I guess he's got his hours, in there.
No. I took some of my younger sisters. They're adults. When I say younger, they were adults when they went to the concert too.
Yeah.
With me, I guess they were just along for the ride, but they, I think one of them probably got a contact high and didn't realize that she did because she's never done anything in her life.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
I've seen people get the
pretty
giggles
funny.
and don't smoke after going to concerts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scream for me, Long Beach. Scream for me, Long Beach. Come on. The rhyme of the ancient mariner. Let's go. Let's see. Stormy, please speak slower and breathier. Once again, just asking for a friend. You sound. Hi. This is the ASMR part of BF Live. I want to talk to you
He's trying to, wank his yanker.
Wank his yanker.
Yank wankers.
So
Please no yanking of the wank during BF Live. Keep that shit to yourself.
Apparently, my
Put it in
voice
your
has that
pants,
effect
Sundance.
on some people. I don't get it, but I guess it does.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine? Let's see. And now it's the A. Oh, see, we was talking about Dave Daffler. Let me just say, I just looked back at my phone, bro, and thank you for your amazing super chat. $50. I'm going to put it out there. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. If once again, if I don't see your, I see another one. If I don't see, Brian Clauder. Thank you. Brian Clauder sent me $5. We'll get together on something, bro. Thank you.
I didn't even
And
have to take my top off.
Whoa, there you go. There you go. It's coming in. Oh, thank you. We got the spatial effects going on. We got the explosions. We got it all going on. Thank you. That must mean we're doing it. Wow.
We're doing it.
we're doing it.
All right, we are doing it.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see. He says, Chris Mack says, Dave Daffler says, I try my best. Terry Nee, what's up, buddy? The bird. Another one of our most generous birds and great supporter of myself and Chris and Replayables. Thank you, bro. We always see you and appreciate your generosity in our chats too. My pastor friend started taking edibles at bedtime. There, praise Jesus. Dear Lord, we thank you for these edibles we're about to partake in. Please let me get some sleep and let the kitty be whole tomorrow. Let's see. There's the links running. Terry Nee in the house. Dave the Bird on Bird. Birds recognize birds. They know what's up. They know it. They look out for each other. All right. Stormy at Terry Nee wants that time. Oh, see, now we know. It was Terry Nee the whole time. See? Terry Nee, I don't know if you know that, but Dave Daffler's attributing you wanting Stormy's shirt off the entire show. Let's see. Let's see. There's the links. Dave Daffler says, yes, you do. Yes, you do. My girl is watching, so Stormy, keep your shirt on, please. Sure, like that, like that's going to be the determining factor. It won't be like the lulls or any YouTube rules. It'll be that, right? Let's see.
Yeah,
Stormy,
Bobby Nick, take your shirt off.
Oh no,
No,
we might
I'm
get busted
good.
for that too. No.
Yeah, I got some titties, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah. I think we've heard stories about like the BS show having trouble when they got the plastic surgery and that algorithm misinterprets them man titties as real titties. It's like, oh, yeah. See. That's it. We got the perfect workaround, Stormy. You just say my boobs identify as man boobs.
Yeah.
That's what you do. That's man boobs, and apparently that's acceptable because we do that shit all the time on Replayables. Let's see.
They're chesticles.
Chesticles.
Now I don't mind seeing Bobby's titties. Whoa, wait a minute. Brian Clauder. Dave Daffler says at Brian Clauder, have her top off. My friend is ready. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's talking about his wife. Brian, whoa, Brian, tell your wife to leave it on. Tell your girl, leave it on. Let's see. Bobs are never offensive. It's something about the Bobs. I don't know what it is. We're all fairly decent. All right. So let's get into some of the podcasts that happened. So like I said, we talked about Hack Ride. And I've been watching him. He's got like 2 shows of Puzzle Box out with Hack Ride and Krista. Shout out. Hack Ride and Krista. It's a funny show. I saw the first 2 episodes. So I was kind of tuning in. He had this mystery guest, and I was intrigued. Like, who's this mystery guest going to be? I think it was even a mystery to him because up until like a few hours before the show, there was no indication it was going to be Gina Levy. But then all of a sudden, I found out that Gina Levy was going to be like the special guest / guest host on Puzzle Box with Hack Ride. And the little background is that, Gina lives here on the East Coast. Hack Ride's on the West Coast. He does his show 11 our time on the East Coast. He ran up having technical difficulties. Was talking to StreamYard. And he was an hour late. So this already puts him at midnight for Gina. And y'all know Gina works every day, and she's a nurse. She's said that before. So they didn't even go into an hour late, and then she did like an hour plus with him. So shout out to Gina Levy for being a trooper. I mean, that was ultimate. Part of me, I would have been like, oh look, I gotta get off. I gotta go work tomorrow. But she was a trooper. And she had a great time. So I'm going to show you the introduction of Hack Ride, introducing Gina Levy on Puzzle Box. If I can find it. Cancel. Find my file share. Control-Alt-Delete. File share. Let's go with number 1. This is Hack Ride introducing Gina Levy on Puzzle Box with Hack Ride. Check this out.
You know her.
And he's
You know
glitching,
her.
by the way.
The best off-camera laugh on YouTube. A lover of animals. A nurturer of humans. The mother of Perry and others. Perry's my favorite. The first lady of the Dabbleverse. Miss Gina fucking Levy, give it up.
Yeah, Gina fucking Levy, I love that. That's smart. Gina fucking Levy, give it up.
Oh, there she is. Look at her. Can you hear me, Gina?
Hello. Hello, my favorite
Oh, she
demon.
can.
My favorite.
I can hear
demon.
you.
Are there others?
This is the most charming
Yes.
demon I ever known of.
How are you? You look wonderful. Thank you for
Oh.
staying up late with me tonight and going through all the StreamYard nonsense. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I have my second wind. I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm ready for you, demon.
Yes, yes, me too. Oh, the bong rips I took in between the StreamYard calls. There was like 10 of them. Yes, I am fucking completely trashed right now. Totally
Oh.
wasted. Let's
Yeah.
let's do this. All right. All right. So, Gina, I thank you so much for coming on and filling in for Krista. I feel like I sort of know you, right?
Right.
Because I hear you laugh. I see your humor. I see everything about you, yet I don't know everything about you, so that is why we're here. We do have a little delay, so let's just be patient with each other tonight as Mozilla Firefox fucks our lives up because
Firefox.
Mozilla
Yes.
Firefox.
Firefox.
Yes, Firefox. We are in the Firefox tonight. We are Firefoxing. And so I would also like people to know a little more about you. They are like me. This is show and tell. So I would like them to know a little more about you. So I have picked a few things that might help them get to know a little more about you. Do you understand?
I
Do you
understand.
what I've
There you go. That's the clip number one. You understand. I don't know what it is about that. I don't know what it is about that. That demon's a charming son of a bitch, though. I like him.
Yeah.
It's funny.
What do you
Very
think, Scott?
entertaining.
I think I might like that show.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
Bro,
entertaining.
the guy is talented. He obviously has production talented. He has a bit of a skill behind the mic and all. And he puts that mask on and he just has like this spirit about him. I can't believe that, he calls himself this demon, but he's the most jolly demon I ever met. So I'm looking
So
forward
now-
to mixing it up with him. Go ahead, Bobby.
I gotta say, Scott, your first impression, was that like for you? Was it like myself? Was it like this guy is like on my level because he does a demon thing and stuff like that, and guys, I know we're both horror movie fans and stuff like that, so we've seen a lot of this stuff before, and yeah, I mean.
Yeah, my first impression, knowing that he was the one challenging BF a while back, I didn't know if it was a friendly challenge. I didn't know if it was friendly or not. So I didn't know.
I had to determine that myself. Yeah.
I automatically had my guard up against him. I was.
Scott had my back. He's like, hold up, I gotta regulate. See if I like this motherfucker first. I appreciate that, Scott. He was checking. He was checking for me. I appreciate that. That was cool.
But yeah, I'd like the. Is he staying that character? Is that a full time thing?
I'm not sure because I know when he initially started this whole puzzle box thing, he referred to it as like 12 episodes. So I don't know if this is kind of a limited run thing or maybe it'll turn into his regular thing. I'm not sure, Scott, but I did see him kind of allude to like a 12 run thing with Krista as if they committed to at least 12 shows. So hopefully it'll at least be that many. What do you think about it? And any impressions on that there, Stormy?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
But like I said, he's private messaged me once, and then he has showed up in the no filter chats, and I probably notice more than these guys do because I'm behind the scenes more. But he's always been really like. It sounds weird because we're talking about a demon, but nice and kind of protective. Like if some pesky trolls come in the chat, he's been very, very nice to no filter.
That's what's so interesting about this, guys, because he has this weird duality about him in that, he appeals to everybody. Bobby Nick sees the mask right away and he goes, oh, I'm a horror guy. That's my dude. But then I sit there and listen to him, Bobby Nick, or I'll hear what Stormy's saying, and you hear this kind of compassion for our community and this protectiveness. And he loves everything about the Shuley Network and Bob Levy and all that. So he's right in our lane. So he seems like a really, really fun guy. And I don't mean fun guy. Let's see. Your friend is poking me, Dave. Wait a minute. Hold up. Start off with this, Stormy. You're
Uh,
pissing off Terry. Come on, man. Your friend is poking me,
Uh-oh.
Dave. Okay. Ouch. And Dave says, just a tip. Question mark? There's the bots running. We hope you utilize them. And you know who I help utilize them? It's our boy Chris, cut of the jib right here with his $2.99 sticker. He hangs around Jake too much with these fake
That's
ass
funny.
super chats, right?
Yeah, and get people to play gay chicken with them though.
Whoa. Gay chicken. Wait a minute. Oh boy. Shit. Where'd that go?
I caught Cut of the Jib show too. I like that show. That's a new one I'm gonna
Yeah.
put on my list.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah.
He does like a rock show, right?
Yeah, he does a good show. Yeah.
Mm.
Hello, Frisco.
Yeah, Chris, we talk on No Filter Live sometimes. We did last Friday, and he kind of reached out to me. I answered your message there, Chris. I can help you out with that little sound thing you want to do.
He's a big
Dave
Biden
Dappler.
supporter.
What?
Big Biden supporter he is.
Okay. I'm going to put a laugh track to that because I think that's the funniest shit I ever heard. Let's go. 666 is the number of the beast, for it is a human number.
Say
There you go. Could they be singing about? Go ahead, Scott.
Say
Yes, that's who they're singing about. They sing about Satan. Hey, let's see. Actually, they do a lot of like myth songs based on like myth. Oh shit. There it is. He's Derek checking in. Oh, Derek, we're gonna talk about something that went down on your show because during the weekend I heard about it that it was going to happen. So Bobby Nick turned me on to it. The old Packy Chip Challenge went down with Ari Jane and Derek. Oh, I was watching. Talk about just watching quietly and kind of doing their own business. I was watching, and I have some video footage I'm going to share from that fun little experience right there. So, for those of you that not in the know, that Packy Chip Challenge that you heard about, unfortunately, a young man passed away due to the excesses of this Packy Chip Challenge, and they'll explain it during this. But you're supposed to eat this hot chip, and you're judged on what level of toughness you are, or craziness, whatever, based on how long you leave the chip in your mouth without drinking any water or anything, or putting
I
anything
might be
down.
ordering one of these soon. I kind of want to try.
Oh shit! I thought they were going off the market, Stormy. I thought
Yeah,
they were going off the market,
I don't
Are
think
they?
you can get them anymore. Yeah, I think they.
I've heard that when that kid
On the
died, they took him
shelves,
off the
yeah.
market. So I think
Yeah.
the black market is going to be crazy for him.
There's
Stormy.
another
that's
challenge
true.
too with the like a what is it? Like a is it a sucker or something? It's hot.
Devil's toe.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What was it?
The devil's toe. Or
Devil's
Satan's
toe.
something like that, Satan's toe.
Mm.
Jake did it.
Oh yeah,
shit.
he did.
Mm-mm.
Didn't last long.
He didn't last long. Oh shit.
What's up, guys?
Let's see. Brian Claudia is saying, yeah. Fire. Oh, Dave, get over it. Come on, man. Stormy.
Asking
Pop
for
off.
Bobby Nick.
What?
What?
Fuck no.
Bobby's about to go into combat. He don't need to see any of that.
That's right.
Well, maybe he does. Let's see. All right. There's the bots running. Thank you for those who already utilized those, and thank you in the future for those of you who will. He's a nice demon. It's so perplexing, isn't it, Stormy and Kay? Like, it's so perplexing. It's like, just on the surface, you're like, he's a demon. I can't like him, but he's such a charming demon.
This is kind of the perfect time of year for him to be like doing this too, like fall season and Halloween and all that.
Oh, he's very calculated. I find I want to speak like him, and while I'm around him too much,
I know.
I want to speak proper English through a modulator. I'm going to speak through a space modulator. I'm going to blow up the earth, and I'm going to talk to you. Right, let's see. Oh, it said, big ups. Big ups to BYB. Big ups, Psychosocial. We're going to show you some clips of that Packy Chip Challenge that happened. Funny stuff there.
Oh, he's asking for KB now.
Oh,
KB, I'll
sure
send
you
you
are.
that DM, KB.
I'm grubber. I'm grubber. Let's see. Can we talk? Chris. Hey, Chris at the cut of the jib. What's up? Not just he. Oh. Detroit says, I got to run. I'll be listening, though. Have a great afternoon, y'all. You have a great afternoon, too, Detroit.
Later, Detroit.
Cat family, thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Dave Daffler saying bye to Detroit. Psychosocial says, come on, Stormy. Do Dave a solid. Wait a minute. Now the ladies are getting into it. I don't know. You're gonna have to get like an OnlyFans or a Patreon, Stormy. We can't have this here on my channel. These people are like, they're all horned up today. I don't know what's going on.
I don't get it. I don't know.
BYB says, I don't approve of people with masks. Praise Jesus. That's funny. Well, that's a whole thing. You know, I've heard that discussed too. And I wasn't like the biggest fan of anybody that started off with a mask. That was kind of a negative to me. My whole thing is, if you're talented behind it, I think it's good. If you hide behind a mask and say, like, I'm this guy and I'm that guy and I'm tough and I'm going to kick your ass, and you're hiding behind your anonymity to avoid like confrontation, you're talking shit, I don't respect that. I don't care for that. But if you just put it on as part of your bit or your act, and you're not being that, kind of fake tough guy, I'm hiding behind some kind of facade, and you're doing it with a talent behind it, I respect that a little more. So that's kind of my take on that. Yeah, is that how you feel about people with the mask? Because I know there's a few of them out there. They're kind of hide for various reasons, whether,
Yeah, I agree.
It took me a long time to take the mask folks
serious
and give them a chance or anything. I wouldn't give them a chance. B Dabbler kind of won me over a little bit, and
yeah,
I think I got the right name.
Yeah.
Mr. A, right? Mr. A is a...
And
Mr. A, maybe not so much.
Yeah. I've seen too much of Mr. A now behind the mask in other areas.
Stormy, we all have.
We
too much.
Y'all like been through war. Like Bobby Nick's like, yeah, I don't know. You just like discuss it. We've seen too much of that shit. I don't know what to tell you anymore.
After the show,
literally, physically, too much of.
I can tell by the way you're reacting. You're having like a visceral reaction to like something you've seen him do in the past.
I don't think he remembers, because I'm not on screen a lot, that I'm backstage whenever the shows end, and I can see what he's doing.
I saw you. I heard everything you said, and I saw you. You might not think I did, but I saw you.
Yeah.
You knew. Kay's laughing. That's what we're here for.
He might have whipped something out.
Yeah, let's just say he was trying to make Andrew feel better about himself.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh my God, what the hell? All right. Let's see. There's the bots still running. Them bots do their thing. I like them. You don't have to pay them or nothing. Them bots just keep running and putting my links out there. I appreciate those of you who are utilizing them. You guys are awesome.
Oh, and Stormy, I gotta say, I've seen it a few times before, so I feel your pain.
Seen
so.
it? Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't think it'll be the last time. He catches me off guard sometimes.
My man, here you go, Scott. There you go.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying.
The power of Scott compels you.
Oh.
Whoa, wait a minute.
No.
Come on, man. Yeah, I'm bringing out the rosary for real up in here. Stormy, backs off. Oh, top off, backs off. Okay. So let's see. So what we're talking about? We were talking about hack ride and this, that, and the other.
Nudity. I've seen too much of it recently.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the mask guys and all. And so that you're right, Scott. So that's kind of my first thing. I'm like, okay, there's a guy with a mask. And right, I think you really have to bring something beyond the mask. And as long as you're not hiding behind some fake tough guy facade, and you kind of have like an angle or a bit, I kind of respect it a little more, But if you're sitting behind and going, you're sucking, you're fucking, everything you do is sucking, I'll kick your ass if I ever see you, like that wouldn't appeal to me. You have something else you want to add to that, bro? You sound like you're going for the mic.
No, I was thinking also about Cardiff was probably the first whatever you will call him, was the first one, whatever that is, and then Korn, and then now I'm kind of open to all of them. I just almost like they're real
characters in this world.
Well, I saw open debate happening about that, where Hack Ride said Cardiff was first, and Tukey was second, Dabbler was second, and then he was third, and so he's like claiming his spot in line. And Hack Ride had like a whole line of people in there, but he had himself behind Cardiff. So you're right about that.
I mean, I don't know though. I remember Mr. A from before any of those guys. So
well, see that. Well, there's who you knew and who became famous for doing it, Bobby Nick, and I think that's kind of
that's true too.
Because I was going at over in my head too when he was saying that. I'm thinking, okay, well, Cardiff is the first one, but I did have some recollection of like kind of seeing like a ski mask before the Dabbler. as far as a mask guy.
Ski mask,
right?
another one.
Is that what you're talking about? Mr. A and ski mask. So there's people that do the masking, but to each their own, whatever you like.
You know, after I've seen them get unmasked, when they unmask, I always wish they just kind of spoils it for me. Then I wish I just had the mask.
Yeah.
Well, you know, right, Scott, because you're I feel you on that one because doing BYB with you, I get to interact with Mr. A sometimes, and so I only knew any of these guys from their on-air personas, never with a mask off or anything. So it was kind of off-putting the first time we were backstage, and I saw Mr. A like comfortable enough to like kind of take his mask on. I think he did it like actually live during one of the shows we did at one time, but then maybe put it back on another time. But yeah, you're right, and I felt that feeling too. Like the whole time, it's like you want to have your feelings of questioning, like I don't know about this, and then once they take the mask off, it kind of takes all that away, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Takes away the mystery.
The mystique.
Yeah, I really don't want to see Tukey without his mask. I wonder what he looks like though.
Okay.
I think ski mask is the one that bothered me the most. I was wishing I just had the ski.
It's because of that disconcerting jaw of his.
Yeah, there's
jowls. Big old jowls.
Yeah. He got that Dick Tracy face. Yeah, see? This is how I was born, see? I'm square jaw, see? Yeah. How I was born, see? Yeah. I talk like this too. I got this jaw and I talk like this.
It's almost like his whole persona, like his whole attitude even changes without the mask though. It's so weird.
Well, that's what one would expect because there's that that fake bravery, that anonymity that comes there, that bravado that comes from being behind a mask, right?
I mean, even I've heard Alice Cooper even say that, even behind his makeup, you know, and you could still kind of pretty much tell what he actually looks like. But even behind his makeup, it's like he's behind a mask. He's behind a character, so he can go out there and do things that he would never do without that makeup on.
Yeah.
You know,
It makes sense. It's just
That's what
crazy to
these
see it.
That's what these glasses are basically for me.
Oh yeah.
I'm naked without them.
You even wear those at like Christmas dinner though, so I'm used to it. It doesn't seem like that.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, we've all gathered for this meal today, and to be cool as fuck while we're doing it. Thank you very much. Got to be cool. You got to be cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got that one. Tukey's a handful. Okay, there you go. Whoop. Oh, Terry Nee, I see this comment. I saw BF without his mask, and he looks just like BF. Oh, shit. Don't tell nobody that. Let me pull this off now.
Mhm.
All right, let's see. Don't tell nobody that. Yeah, it's fun hanging out with Terry Nee at one of Chris Abel's live comedy shows. Great hanging out, bro. I'm sure we'll do that again real soon. All right, let's see. What else? I got a clip number 2 for you. We're having so much fun talking about clip number 1. Let's go to clip number 2. So, this was later in the show. Let me see. Clip number 2 here. And, this is, so Hack Ride had a Q&A session for Gene or whoever he has on. So I got one question. Rather than playing the whole bit, I have one extended question of the first question that Hack Ride had for Gina Levy. And this is how that exchange went.
Oh, Gina Levy, if your life had a theme song, what would it be and why? Take a second. There's a lot of music out there. But if
So
your life had a
much.
theme song.
Fuck. A theme song. Can you give me like what would your theme song be?
Oh, I have so many. Probably something off the second Tool album, Einema. Any one of those. They are so depressing. That is where I live, in those moments of depression. But there is also hope, you see. So I live in a piece of music that is depressing, but also has hope. So what is your piece of music, and why?
The Happy Days theme, the Happy Days sitcom theme song. That one. Monday, Tuesday, Happy
is a
Days.
great-
That's mine.
Happy Days. That is amazing. Why would you pick that one? Yes.
Because my theme song is my goal is just to be happy every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even Saturday and Sunday. All the days.
It is beautiful. So you start the day with a positive attitude.
I am a morning
God
person.
bless you, Gina Levy.
Yeah.
Ah, not me. No. The demon hates the mornings. Yes, that is when the strippers leave, Gina. Did you know this? Yes, I don't know. I don't like when the strippers leave.
I don't know that. I don't
this
know
is
when
for
they
the demon
leave.
to know. Hold on. This looks more. That's more appropriate for that statement.
So that was clip number 2. So the little fun Q&A that he had with them. What'd you think about that, Scott?
It was nice. I was trying to think up my own song. I figured you're gonna put us on the spot here, right?
I wasn't 100% because, bro, I like music so much too. I hate when people ask me to narrow down on one song too.
Yeah,
But
it's
the
too
reason I'm glad she came up with one is she needed an example too, bro. I love music so much. It's like if you ask me what my favorite artist is, that's a hard fucking question, bro. Because I can never just pin it down to any one thing. But I like that she said happy days, and that's the reason I took that. It was the first question, and I believe that's the reason all this works, and that's why we all relate and get along so well. It's because what did she say? She likes to laugh every day. Now I don't like that whole morning thing. I'm more like a hack ride with that. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm kind of a devil in the morning. I only like my family in the morning. How about you, Stormy? Like, are you wake up with a good attitude and it gets worse, like Gina, or do you wake up and then you like got to warm up as the day goes on?
I want to be left alone when I wake up. I don't want you to talk to me. I don't want to be next to you. Leave me alone. Give me like 30 minutes at least.
I agree with that. Yes. How about you, Bobby Nick? Let's go over to Bobby Nick. Are you a morning guy, or does it come to you later as you wake up?
Yeah, it always comes to me later. I mean, I gotta clear the brain fog and
Five cigarettes.
yeah, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
How about you, sir, Scott?
have a few cigarettes, you know.
Well, I'm grouchy as hell. I'm an asshole whenever first hour, 2 hours of my day.
Yes.
The other half, the other half should know that, you know. Whenever that's give me a grace period.
Yep, and it's funny that you say that because me and my wife were of the same attitude in the morning, and we kind of grunt at each other in the morning. Not a lot of sentences, not a lot of "Hey, how you doing? We're gonna do." No, I go, "Hey, go on. Hey, how you doing?"
That's funny.
A lot of grunts and groans and all. Not a lot of whole talking. So I think we're all in that. So like when I see somebody like Gina, like I like being happy every day, but I sure don't wake up like that. I'm like a slow motor. Like you gotta start me up, and I gotta get warmed up before I work my way up to that. So yeah, even so much so that our family's like that in the morning. Very few words, like grunts and don't because we all know that if you say the wrong thing at the wrong time to the wrong person at the wrong time of the day, you might not get a great reaction. So that's funny, but. So I thought that was two fun clips there from Puzzle Box with Hack Ride and Krista. You can check that out on Thursdays on YouTube at that 11 p.m. Eastern time, which is 11, 10, 9, 8 for him. That's right. It's 8 for him. So it's 8 Pacific, 11. I do that because that's Perry math. They do that on Perry. So Perry people will get that when he does the.
I bet Perry love him.
Oh, my goodness. That having those two worlds meet, I don't know. Brian Clutter says, Hack Ride sounds like Turkey. No, Hack Ride don't sound like Turkey. No, Brian Clutter. Let's see. Terry Nee says, I agree. BK. Okay, you agree. And here's a dude, guitar player, talented guy with a lovely singing voice, and I saw some of his performance on No Filter with Andrew and Friends, Sportshead Combo Show on Friday. Let's say hello to Kyoto Whiskers checking in.
Kyoto. Kitty.
Hello, Kyoto.
Another one I was disappointed after he revealed himself.
Who, Kyoto Whiskers?
Yeah, I mean, he used to come on as
He's a good-looking guy.
as a cat.
You were hoping that was like Friends up there with Shayna's dead cat, right?
Yeah, I wanted that cat to be real. Cool cat.
Forever, man. Oh shit.
Andrew, his eyes just light up when he comes in.
Yeah.
He's checking in. It's Mr. Blue Sky. Shouting out Kyoto Whiskers. We're glad everybody's here. We got about 20, 25 people at times in here for BF Live. This is BF Live 16, whether you are listening on your device or watching. We're here every Monday at 12 noon Eastern time. This is what we do. We like to get together and talk about podcasts and life and what's about funny and maybe not so funny about all of it sometimes. And we like to talk about our favorite podcasts and play clips and have fun talking about that. There's the Stream Elements link. We have a couple more links and some shows to talk about with you. We hope you enjoyed that Hack Ride feature right there. And shout out to the lovely Gina Levy because she was so lovely on that show just to be on it. But when you consider the hour of the night and just knowing, I'm pretty sure she had to work the next day, how just lovely and gracious she was to stay on there for him. She's a great sport. She loves to laugh, has a great laugh, had a great time, and she did what she had to do to make that show happen. And that we love her for that. Let's say, hey, I couldn't live as a cat forever, Uncle Scott. Oh, see, you're so disappointed. Yeah.
Oh, could you imagine him never of showing his face and being the cat when he told me about his dream?
That would have just been really weird.
Weird.
Oh shit. All right, let's see. That was a lot of fun.
That would have been funny though.
Okay, so as we talked about, we do replayables with my boy Chris Abels. Wednesdays we do midweek freaks, and on Fridays we do just our regular replayables episode. They'll be on Shuli Network 2 for the foreseeable future. Right now, we're going to take it easy on the channel, let some of them strikes aside on the other channel, and go where it's a little safer to work. So catch us on Shuli Network 2. So the other night we were on Shuli Network 2, and this is Chat Family. Like, this show is Chat Family. Our replayables is Chat Family. So let me find the video here. So I have a video here. So we're Chat Family. We love having the chat on. We like making the connection to all you great, funny, supporting people here on this show. We like making the connection and saying, hey, you guys are funny in the chat. You guys deserve a chance to come on and hang out with us and drink. So that's what we did. So we had Woody from Syracuse on replayables on Friday, and boy, did he make a splash. We had a great time with him as usual. Every time we think the show can't get any better or funnier, some weird, odd, funny things happen. And this sure happened this week, no exception. So Woody, great friend, Chat Family from our chat, he came on, and he had 2 Modelo's with him, but then he ran out of alcohol, but he wanted to participate and keep up in the show. And with no urging on our part, he found something else to consume, and I'm going to show that to you right here. He presented a new, let me turn this off. Oh, present. Why won't it present? Present. Video file. Here we go. Here's replayables from last Friday night, and our friend Woody from Syracuse from the chat. And this is what he did when he ran out of alcohol.
I got something better I could chug, if that might be part of the act.
Oh shit!
How about
Listen
mustard?
to this, BF.
Oh.
Bort's wife said, "Love you." What else?
Yes, he's chugging mustard, people.
Oh my
For those of you that can't see this, Woody from Syracuse ran out of alcohol and went to condiments.
Ain't nothing fucking fake.
That's not even Great
I got
Poupon.
something I could chug that might be of some.
Nah, bro, I
comedic
thought it was
effect.
French. He tells you it's Wegmans
What
in
is
here.
that,
Of
brother?
How about mustard?
Carissa's tips.
Look at the show.
Oh
Mustard.
shit! Oh shit! Okay, all right. No. Woody, wait.
Chris tried to stop him.
You
You didn't have to negotiate with him. He just does this shit.
Yeah. He said even for he has slammed 2 22s of Modelo and now a fucking ounce of mustard. What
A
the
bottle
fuck
of
type
French's.
mustard?
We've never had French.
Oh
No,
my
it's
God.
no, it's Wegmans. It's a
Okay,
great
all right.
supermarket.
All right. Good.
Watch You might not be familiar. Watch The Office. They kind of mentioned
Okay.
Wegmans.
Oh my God!
Why am I chugging
BF.
mustard? I have lost my mind.
No, Woody, wait. Hold on.
He's telling him wait.
Thoughts and prayers to Woody's toilet.
He just wouldn't
Thoughts
stop.
and prayers to Woody's toilet, man. You know what, Woody? Let's jump back into the clips, man, real quick, man. If you
Okay.
keep chugging that mustard and you're already slamming those Modelos, man,
It's
you're
gonna be
from a
funny.
Well, you're gonna go from a unicycle to a uniball, Shawnee boy. Unicycle.
So there you go. So there is a first. There's a first for yet another first for the Replayables channel. We've been on all kind of different channels. Last minute have all kind of crazy shit happen. We had BK versus BK fights, but we never had anyone consume condiments when they ran out of alcohol. So I said we might have to change the show to recondimentables or something like that. I don't know, because then he went for mustard, ketchup. People were saying relish. People were sharing the family pack that they sell at Costco, saying that this is what Woody's going to be chugging the next time on Replayables. So people just had a lot of fun with that. So shout out to Woody from Syracuse. He's another guy that kind of, we all have our stories and going through some stuff, and I understand he's having some work difficulties right now, maybe some financial difficulties, but that's what I love about this. No matter what, we all form together. We all have stories. We all come together and kind of support each other. And so he created some great laughs on Friday night with that. Let's see. That's commendable. Let's see. What else we have here? Woody was great. You're right, Jenna. Woody was great. He was shot out of a cannon. Like, you saw Chris trying to stop him. Like, no, bro, you can just sit here and chill with us. No, but he just felt like so obligated that he had to do something. You ever seen anything like that, Stormy?
Well,
Chugging
Maybe
Oh.
once in a while.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot who your
you
father
just-
was. Wait a minute. I forgot. Sorry. What am I thinking?
Yeah. There was one time I went out to a Mexican restaurant and had a few drinks, and I was dared to drink salsa, and I did.
Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness.
I think I have a picture of it somewhere, but I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, a picture of you getting sick or eating it? Or both.
Drinking it out of a bottle. They serve it in bottles here. I drank the salsa.
Yeah. You always had those guys that were like, drink the Tabasco, take the cap off, do the whole thing,
Yeah.
bro, whatever, you know. Let's see. So funny. It was funny, Kay. Like he ran out of beers and we were just going to let him slide because for those of you who saw it, Woody just has great energy. I said, Woody's that kind of guy that doesn't even need to get drink. You could tell he just has that
Yeah,
energy
he's
about
fun.
him. So alcohol was just like cranking it up. So Woody just had great energy already. And so when he went to like condiments and stuff, we just couldn't believe it. So yet another classic moment created by the chat family on Replayable. So never miss out on Replayables. Midweek Freaks, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. East, Shuli Network 2, and Fridays at 9 on Shuli Network 2 for the foreseeable future for now. All right, so that was fun. So then let's get to the Packy Challenge, the good old Packy Challenge. So I kind of caught this, I don't know through Bobby Nick or just passing by BYB. I heard, watching one of the shows in the chat, I heard, Ari Jane is all about this Packy, and she says she can take on anybody, and she's made for this. This is her shit. And then so within a couple words or keystrokes comments later, I see this challenge like, Derek says that he can do it too. And so I see these comments going on, and then before you know it, I see this thing scheduled. What was it, Saturday night you guys did this the Packy Challenge? You had Ari on?
Yeah.
So Saturday night, yes, I thought so. I said, there it is. It's scheduled here. Ari Jane's going to do it. And so I tuned in a little bit. And, obviously I can't clip every bit of the show for you, but I got 2 clips I'm going to share right here about how the setup of the challenge, and then maybe what happened down the road in the challenge some minutes away. So let's go to clip number 1 I have right here. And I call this one Packy Challenge 1. Hope I can find Packy Challenge 2. Let's see. Packy. Yes. Okay. Here comes Packy Challenge 1 right here.
Mentally
Can you
stable as
explain
possible.
the rules to us?
Which just killed someone, by the way.
Because
that exact
when,
chip.
when I first heard about this game or whatever, I just thought you ate the chip and this guy died. No, but you need to not drink any liquid or have anything to chill it down with.
Correct.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, so what we're trying to do this evening is make it for 10 minutes after we eat the chip of death. And this, just to let everyone know, has killed people in the past. So it's very possible that we're unalived after this episode.
Yay!
Fucking Bobby.
We're all friends here. Come on. But absolutely. I don't know. Ari Jane, let's go ahead and check in with you. How are you
Okay.
feeling about this evening's competition?
I feel confident. I feel prepared. I feel ready to feel alive. And I love to experience life. And this is an experience. I've got everything I need. I've got my heavy whipping cream. I've got raw sugar, some lemon slices, yogurt to gargle. Yeah, I'm ready.
What a show off.
I'm ready. And
What a show off. All right, there you go. That's clip number 1. So that's kind of just setting up everything. Before I play you clip number 2 and we talk about that, I want to thank Yetzer Shalom for your super chat. Thank you for utilizing my StreamYard link. Thank you, Yetzer. Oh, there you go. You get fire. You get literal fire here on BF Live. Thank you, Scott. All right. Thank you for not burning anything down. So that's the setup of the challenge, guys. So these guys already apparently were holding on to these Packy chips. Or how did they get theirs? What do you know about the setup of this? How would they be fans of it already?
I'm not sure how they found out about it, but I know Ari Jane sent one to Quadfather in the mail, and it was on. It was on.
But it happened so quickly, Bobby Nick. So was this already like being talked about? Because it was literally within a day or two. It seemed like to me that after this young man died, you guys I eat these and we're gonna do this shit. So I kind of took the impression that these guys maybe already had them already and they were gonna meet. But you're telling me that this was more set up.
I think it was planned earlier, but
Wow.
I'm never in the planning stages of anything, so I didn't find out until a couple. I think actually the day before it was going to go down. But Derek had already had the chip. I guess it had been discussed
Okay,
for a
well-
while already. So
So while I'm talking to you, what is your where are you on a hot scale? Are you partake in this challenge? Like, where do you fit in on eating hot?
I would not. No, I'm not a hot food type of guy. I do not like anything spicy at all. I mean, if it's I guess if it's mild, but I mean if my mouth is like burning, I
Mhm.
don't like it at all. I don't. It's
All right.
discomfort to me.
I'll go to Scott next on this one. How you feel about just hot things in general, Scott? What's your take on?
I can eat the hot. It's just when it leaves the body is whenever it's the
Ooh, yes, and they talk about that too. Yeah, they talk about how that capsaicin, if your body don't absorb it, that's where it'll go. How about you, Stormy? You already told us your salsa story. So how far beyond on the Scoville scale do you go for hot? Like, would you be about doing this kind of challenge?
Yeah, I'm up for it. But
You're up for it, huh?
yeah, but I guess you can't do it now. I don't know. I'm sitting here trying to look.
Are you checking on
Yeah.
eBay and checking out the
Yeah.
black market for? I'm sure there's going to be a market for those if anybody has any left, boy.
I would try it. I mean, not to say that it's not hot whenever I eat hot food. It is, but there's just I just like hot food. I don't know. I don't know if that means I like. That sounds
I like
weird.
when
Like,
my ears start sweating when water's coming out of the ears.
Like I like spice. I don't necessarily need heat, but I do enjoy spice. Like here in Maryland, we eat steamed crabs, and they have a lot of pepper. We have these mixes of rock salt and cayenne pepper and all these different peppers, dry peppers that we put on the crabs, and that can like do some numbers to you. But I'm not even sure that's near like kind of the Scoville scale, but it can be high. I order the extra spicy, so that's kind
See,
of.
I don't even like pepper. I don't even like
Really?
pepper. Yeah.
I love me some fresh ground
Wow.
pepper. Would you like some fresh
Yeah.
ground pepper? It's just something about it. We got a little pepper grinder, and I like me some. Yeah, so I
Me
like
too.
some pepper. Salt and pepper here. Salt and pepper here. I like that. Let's see. So funny. Kyoto says, "Poor Ari. I hope she fully recovered."
Me
Well,
too.
so I know that the original challenge was like 10 minutes, right? But well, it seemed like we got to that 10-minute plateau pretty quickly. I'm going to let you know that now. So this next clip I'm going to show you, I like to call this 20 minutes later. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I will play now for you 20 minutes later.
I don't think it would affect you that much.
Look at the faces. Look at the colors of the skin. Look at Ari. She's holding her abdomen. This is literally 20 minutes.
It'd be
I fast
hilarious to
forwarded
watch
20
you
minutes.
struggle to keep your composure, Mr. A. That would be fucking great.
I have to take my mask off. Probably. I probably sweat so much.
It doesn't hurt.
Take my fucking.
That's Lemmy in the
Little
background. Little
yeah,
Lemmy.
little Lemmy busting Mr. A's balls.
I'm a lunatic, anyways. No, I don't know. I'm pretty good with spicy shit.
Mr. A has some colorful commentary in a minute.
Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Woo! You're completely fine.
And look at Derek.
Totally.
He's trying to act like he's fine. He's
Stick out
doing
your
like,
tongue.
oh, there come the tongue
That wasn't
thing
a test,
that
I
Scheckler was sharing, and many of them. Nobody's sharing Derek's tongue so much, I noticed.
Clip that story.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you should
okay,
have your
whatever.
girlfriend eat one of these chips, Mr. A, and then give you a blowjob.
Oh,
Ooh.
that might not be good.
Here we
Oh
go.
my god.
We'll get a little
no.
graphic here, people.
Altoids, that's a thing. But you have to
Yeah.
make sure that you really dissolve the whole Altoid and there aren't any shards.
That needs to be a separate episode for me.
Yeah.
Mr. A is a sharder.
Mr.
Well, the lady
Shard.
show question.
Yes.
He shards all over the place.
My friend brought some fucking super hot sauce and he was passing around and we got it on our
it's the burp
hands
sauce.
and we took a piss.
Looks
And
starting to get power
you
burps.
can
Look at
feel
it.
it in your piss hole. If you just slightly touch your dick with
Mr.
I
A.
didn't even
The
touch
color
the fucking shit.
commentary.
It was somehow on my fucking hands and got to my cock after I took a piss. And so getting a blowjob?
Look,
No.
Derek's still trying to be cool. He's like,
It's like a airborne, dude.
he's playing the role back there.
Yeah. I thought you said you were fine, Ari.
I am. I just have snot in my throat.
There's just snot in my throat.
It might be, but I'm intact. I have not had a sip. I haven't had a grain. I haven't had a I had a lot of prayers. And clearly the angels are with me, as you can see.
Is the heat in your mouth dying down at all? Yeah.
No, it's a.
Just getting used to it.
I'm registering it as sensation. It's sensation. It's
Sensation.
not pain. That's what
Just
I'm
a
doing.
moment.
Oh no, it's pain.
No,
She
it's
said, "Oh no, it's
sensation.
pain."
Injury.
That's
That's
all
all
tingling.
it
It's
is.
a.
Feel, embrace the pain.
Like
It's
it.
a.
Make you stronger. Like the.
I think
yeah.
it might be my new thing. I don't know. I don't know.
What
Convince
if I'm
yourself
every day like fucking suspended?
And there you go. And that was 20 minutes later.
Now, I can tell you, both of these people are fucking troopers. They lasted probably a little over an hour before eating or drinking anything, and that whole thing was incredible to me. Unfortunately, though, Ari Jane did leave the show very abruptly.
Yeah.
And
I should have got that clip, but I
yeah,
saw that because that's what she did. She's like, I gotta go. I gotta get me on screen real quick. Get me on screen real quick.
yeah. And she came back in the chat about 20 minutes later and said, I'm okay. I just puked. So it's like, oh man.
But shout out to Ari, Jane, and Derek. They put on a heck of a show. Yeah, Derek.
Yeah, they were
I
both
just
winners.
I didn't mean that it necessarily was pre-planned on the comment here where you said no pre-planning. I simply meant that I thought that your timing was already kind of going down when the other thing happened with the young kid and all. That's kind of what I meant by that. Not that it was any kind of staged event or anything. I know you guys are legit about eating that hot shit. Kay says, poor Ari, what a sweetie. Kyoto's loving it. He's laughing. Poon Man's here. Poon Man. He said, Ari gives me the sensation. Yeah. Uh-oh. Justa. What's up, Justa? So all right, so I know you guys were either watching or there. I mean, I know Bobby Nick was there the whole time, bro. So yeah, you said she lasted over an hour. Obviously, I can't play entire shows here. I try to just get like some of the better highlights and all. So tell everybody how the whole thing went. So I covered up to 20 minutes. That was literally 20 minutes later. So go ahead and just fill everybody in.
So the original challenge was for 10 minutes. Got to 10 minutes. Derek, the asshole that he is, says, no, I'm not doing it. Not going to drink anything. Not going to eat anything. We're going longer. I'm going to beat you. Because we almost everybody voted that Derek would be the one to tap out.
Wow.
That's what I thought.
He was a trooper. He's like, I'm gonna get through this as long as I can. And yeah, it went a whole hour.
But in fairness, like didn't his taste buds get paralyzed in the accident too? I don't know.
We were actually joking about that too. That night. But no, his taste buds are fully intact. So he was feeling just as bad. So
that was cool. So that was the Saturday night fun. Did you have something you want to add to that, Scott? Or
I was kind of wondering if it's got the same butthole feelings, that nerve endings that would be sensitive to the heat.
Well, I don't. Where did we read that? Go ahead, Bobby. Nick, tell us what you know about butthole nerve endings.
No, not about that. I just want to say, there was someone in the chat who offered up some cash for a second chip. To eat a second chip. Nobody had a second chip, but you know what? They had hot sauce, so there was more hot sauce being drank, and it was just it was crazy. Then little Lemmy got in on it. She had some ghost pepper, like some kind of sauce or something. She did a spoonful of that. Mr. A had some kind of more mild stuff, but he participated.
Stormy, I think they kind of got this idea from you because last week when you did episode 4 of the ladies show, I saw you ladies on there doing like a taste challenge. You did something, and I think Dalish. Was that who the competition was against? Tell everybody about that.
Yeah, we played Truth or Dare, and the first person dared to do it was Ari, actually. She was dared to eat a spoonful of sugar, and it doesn't seem like it'd be a bad thing. It seems like it'd just be silly. But I got dared to do it too. It's not as easy as you would think.
Yeah, I saw you get like. Then did you have sugar cubes, or were you trying to eat
I
like?
had a spoon just of sugar, and Dalish, she did like a can of whipped cream at first, but then that was too easy, so she had to go get the sugar and try. But yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. So I think they kind of got that whole eating challenge from you. I think they just
Yeah,
kicked it up
they
a notch.
could've.
So if you ever want to see that, check out BYB. Tell everybody when they can see BYB, Bobby Nick.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So there you go.
There you go. He's got it for him. Backyard Boys. There's Derek checking in. He says, just went to the bathroom. All good, thanks. Hashtag TMI. That's okay.
Ari couldn't quit eating the sugar. I don't think she would eat another chip, but she kept dipping back in the sugar bowl and eating more sugar.
Really. Now I saw Ari like nuzzling some cream when finally the time was up. Did I not see her like take like a drink of that? She had heavy whipping cream. Like this girl's got game or something. What was that all
And
about?
you know, I think she originally thought that it would just be sitting there for 10 minutes. It was sitting there for a little bit over an hour.
Oh, that's
So
nice. Some
yeah,
slightly
that
curdled
might-
whipping cream to that
yeah,
adds to your stomach. Yeah.
Exactly. That might have been the reason why she ended up
Yikes.
throwing up. So yeah.
Yikes, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
I just found the
I,
picture of me drinking salsa. It was on Facebook, and somebody commented on it that I'm just like my dad. I don't think so. I don't eat worms.
well, you're in the ballpark though. If you're up for like challenges and you're like doing that kind of thing, that's probably what they see. They see that little
Yeah.
spirit in you. Maybe not the exact items, but
Yeah.
certainly that challenge spirit. Like
My
"Yep,
younger
I'll do it."
sister will eat a worm, not me.
Was that right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not that bold neither. I'm a texture person, so I can't do all that. The muddy would
Yeah,
have
the
to be
worms
right.
got a certain texture about them. You ever seen
Yeah,
the
I
cinnamon
saw
challenge? You ever seen the cinnamon challenge where they take a spoonful of cinnamon?
Yes, bro. That shit is dangerous. If you
I
ever
was
like
scared
even-
they were going to dare me to do that instead of
I'm
sugar.
afraid
Because
that I'll
then you
inhale
would-
it.
Bro, you're right. You inhale that shit'll get up in your nose and then it cakes in your freaking mouth, man. That shit is dangerous. Like man, I don't think you can get it out of you fast enough if you get that wad chucked up in your mouth. Like, no. That's what we call Darwin's or natural selection there on replayables. You know, if you're dumb enough to do that and think it's okay, you might die of it, and that might just be okay. That might be natural selection.
I like Brian Clotter's comment here. Yeah, I thought he was going to run away from this challenge. Oh wait,
Oh, you can't do that.
He can wheel
power
away.
of the chip could have made him start running.
Harry, I don't think I want to do this anymore. I'm gonna get out of here right now. I'll see you later. Come back, Derek. Come back. Oh, there you go. He just went to the bathroom. Okay, we got all that. Hey, I was going to share a story with you that's kind of popular culture related here. Y'all remember a couple years ago when the world was going to come to an end because Twinkies was going to go bankrupt and go out of business. Y'all remember that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Even you up there in Canada, Bob. Nick, you got Twinkies and Hostess things up there?
we just sure do. Yeah.
So you was probably sweating it. So yeah, a couple years back, everybody thought that Twinkie was going away. They were going bankrupt. We're never going to see a Twinkie again. And much like the Packy chip, Stormy, people were going out there like gathering up boxes of Twinkies and grabbing every Twinkie they could. Well, before, like, I realized all along, I'm like, that's just a mainstay brand in the United States. There's no way that any decent investment person or any business person wasn't going to gobble up that entity and try to make it work. And so I don't know how familiar everyone is with that kind of stuff, but nowadays these capital venture companies or these equity companies, they go out and buy these distressed companies on, out of bankruptcy or whatever means they do, and they will run an entire selection. These equity funds will run these businesses and try to bring them back to profitability and to bring them back to what they once were. And I don't always see this end of the story, but I will report here. It says that the maker of Smucker's Jelly, J.M. Smuckers, to buy Twinkies maker Hostess Brands for $5.6 billion.
Yeah.
So anybody who thought that Twinkies were dead, let's not think that. So it goes on to say that J.M. Smucker on Monday agreed to buy Twinkies, maker of Hostess Brands, for $5.6 billion, including the debt in a deal that unites two major American snack makers. So the maker of Smucker's Jelly bought that. But I was reading down here where it says it was I'll read this part about the culmination of the turnaround. It said Hostess Brands became an acquisition target after its price hikes boosted revenue, but fueled. I'm reading the business stuff, but what it gets down to is that the company originally existed. It went into bankruptcy. It was bought up by this private equity company, and ultimately turned around, and it's back on the market again. So yay, America! Yay, obesity! Yay, Twinkies!
But yeah, I just got to tell you, BF.
Yes.
Canada was never in danger of losing Twinkies because there's a company called Vacon Inc. who produces Twinkies in Canada. It is not the same company.
So we would have been doing some deal like, hey, Bob and Nick, send me them Twinkies over
Right.
the border. Come
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
Come on. Most people get trouble for doing like drugs and weed over the border. We got in trouble for Twinkies. Twinkies and eggs. What was that? I remember around COVID, they were talking about the egg prices going up, and they were having problems regulating eggs going over the border because the prices were so different up in that area. So
Couldn't find toilet paper for a month.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna go. That whole toilet paper thing was crazy when we used to go into the warehouse clubs and you couldn't find it anywhere. Like, what are people shitting their brains out for COVID? Is like, I don't know. You know, it's like, yeah.
I mean, I got to say, it didn't affect me. You want to know why? Because I already had 6-packs bought.
There you go. But yeah, it was crazy. Just like I thought for a while there, Stormy. I thought we were going to start using like a toilet paper for currency. Like,
Yeah, it was crazy.
Trade you 2 rolls of toilet paper for that roast beef you got there. Like, come on, a little barter with some. I mean, that was some real shit for a while.
Do you have a square to spare?
He got a square to spare. There you go. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was all crazy. I'm so glad we're past that. Psychosocial says jelly-filled Twinkies. I love it. Yeah, jelly-filled. Cool. Yeah, so I just thought that was kind of interesting because I remember everybody thought the world was coming to an end. People were going out on eBay buying up like old nasty boxes of Twinkies, whatever they can get a hold of. But I think it's a fascinating thing, and it's been going on for a while now where these kind of these venture capitalists go out there and they kind of buy these companies and try to keep them live or turn them around. So that's a success story from that.
I remember when they removed them all, they had some kind of off brand that replaced it all. I can't remember the name of it though. Some of the stuff was all right.
Yeah, that is true. Like some of the local bakeries tried to make their like their faux Twinkies or whatever, you know, wannabe Twinkies. So we did the Packy Challenge. I showed those 2 clips. So the last thing I have to talk to you about here today, it is 17 minutes past the 2 o'clock hour here on the East Coast of the United States. We hope you're enjoying listening to and or watching BF Live 16. We still got 1920 of you in here. It's a great Monday. Great day to be alive and great day to be with the chat family. So I have one more, some extended clips I'm going to share from Perry Caravello this past week, and then we're going to pull this train into the station. So for those of you who are fans of Perry Caravello, his producer and handler, Tom B, he'll go out and visit him sometimes, and he did so this week, and they had a whole week of just pop-up shows. You never knew when Perry and the guys were going to pop up. Perry opened up for Chrissy Mayer and Keanu. Keanu Thompson, I think that's her last name, Gino's girlfriend. They came out to do a comedy show. They mixed it up with Perry. They were at his apartment, and then he came and opened up during Chrissy's show the other night, which kind of turned out kind of wild if you saw any of that after the fact. I don't have every clip of everything, but I do have a couple clips of Perry. Love some Perry. Let's see. I got a couple of them. Perry, and they were like, you horny? Okay, I got 2 of them. Okay, so you know how much if you watch regular watchers of Perry, he can't stand Sprite, can't stand Skittles, can't stand Filet-O-Fish. So at the end of the show, for whatever reason, I mean, he gets triggered by the shit, Stormy, right? I've never seen a person get triggered by notions and words. Perry, you can just give him an idea. I'm not moving to fucking Florida. You know, you just bring it up and he loses his shit. So he doesn't like Skittles. So for whatever reason, one of the challenges, one of the fundraisers was they were going to smack bags of Skittles into a tower of Perry CDs who were knocked down on previous days and he got pissed off about. And they're going to do this at the end of the show. So I thought this was kind of funny. And some of the guys took a turn at trying to knock this tower down. So I forgot to share some clips of that with you right here. Check out this clip number 1 right here. Perry whacking some Skittles. They got him doing it. So he don't like Skittles, but he's going to whack them.
Here we go. Okay, that was terrible. Are you bunting?
You're no bunting. You have to swing for the fence.
They spent the week with him. They tried to clean up his place, though he fought and resisted.
It actually looks better though.
It does. Isn't it noticeable, Stormy?
Yeah.
Like he fought and they were picking up piles of his magazines. They found this old Shop Vac magazine with like gay guys doing like shit with the Shop Vacs, and I don't know how that got here.
Hmm.
Okay, that's at least making contact.
Not one square.
Seinfeld.
Hard. Boom.
You may
Rage
put
quits.
One hand up here and hit it like a hockey stick, like a hockey puck.
Yeah, it's not like swinging a baseball bat.
Ready? All right, I'm
So
sorry.
yeah, one of the lives before they knocked his CD towers down and he like lost his mind. So they had to reassure him they were going to stand him up, make him all nice again. But meanwhile, they're trying to sell all the shit he has doubles of, all his skater magazines. So there's the first clip I got for you. All
Oh,
his
look
skater
at the
magazines.
bottom of that skateboard. Did you see that gold dim on the bottom of the skateboard?
Let me go back again. What did you? I know it was a McDonald's themed.
Was it a
skateboard.
McDonald's?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just
Let me see.
caught it. I didn't pay that much attention to it when I watched it.
Yeah, I only know that because I was watching at the time. But yeah, you can see the golden arches on it. But it has, I can't remember the saying on it. I bet Psychosocial members would probably see it in a second.
You have to swing for the fence.
P.A.
Power. I want power.
PAIA something.
I remembered it was McDonald's board, but I can't remember the saying on it.
Ready? Here we go. Jeez Louise, strike. That's the first.
But he had no swing at all. But yes, it was. It was kind of a parody McDonald's board. I'm surprised that was one of the things he was going to Palace. It's one of the things he was going to autograph and sell. It might say McDonald's Palace or.
Maybe. That's
But
funny
yeah,
though.
That's right, because everybody knows how much they constantly torture him with Filet-O-Fish, with pickles and McDonald's, and he can't stand McDonald's. I like how they were talking about how when he fought, they found paperwork around his apartment where he tried to sue Ronald McDonald for all of the actual food coming to his house, and they said location of the complainant. Every McDonald's is what Perry wrote down.
That's funny.
He literally tried to sue McDonald's for sending him all that food. Let's see. Technically, Perry knocked them down, but he tripped. Yeah, and I got a clip of Tom. That's the first one I got for you. Bone Loads, what's up? I saw you in the chat. I saw you in the chat. He's another big Perry guy, and he's out there on the West Coast. Our West Coast correspondent, Mr. Bone Loads. What's up, bro?
Yep.
I don't remember. I got stoned a lot. Yeah, right. Exactly. Let's see. I think Tom did. In this next clip right here, I think you'll see how some of them end up. Let me get rid of that one. Remove from studio.
I sent a
yes, the Ronald McDonald. That's who he sued.
Oh,
Go ahead, Scott.
I sent a probably could have just showed it to you off my phone, but I sent a picture of that Twinkie thing. I sent a picture of you whenever that happened, and it was my first selfie I did with my last Twinkie. I sent it to the BF.
All right, let me put that up real quick. Close all my windows by accident. How about that?
That was my first selfie.
All right, I'll pull it up real quick.
With a Twinkie.
With a Twinkie, yeah. Last
Twinkie of love. Here we go. Oh shit! You ain't joking me. Look at this. See,
lips and everything.
See, we were all feeling it, and we all handled it in our own way back then. And this is how Scott handled it. Check this out. This is how Scott handled it. He
I just got Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook, and he posed with his Twinkie right there. I think that might be the fact. Like, he's got a selfie in the mirror holding his Twinkie. Oh my God! See, you knew it. You captured the moment. See, Scott felt it. He thought the Twinkie's going to go away forever, man. I gotta capture this for all time. This might be my last time ever interacting with a Twinkie, bro. But I'm just letting everybody know that the world is saved. Twinkies will be around forever and ever. I like how they used to say that those things don't have a shelf life and they would last through wars and shit. I used to kind of believe that shit. With all their preservatives in them and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of McDonald's hamburgers don't never mold. They may not be soft, but they just
fries. Nothing from their molds.
Yeah, who was that pulled the fries out and they found them in their car seat and were eating and they never molded or something and that this crazy person ate them. I thought, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
they just
somebody
get
did
hard.
that, didn't it?
They get
Well,
hard. It's just
I've
strangest
cleaned
thing.
my car out, and yeah, I guess you're right. I never thought about it though, because I've found French fries from McDonald's in my floorboard or in the.
What are they made of?
That's just telling you how much preservatives they're putting in that crap.
What do they put in there?
Yeah.
There's one in your belly.
They taste good though.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay. Well, yeah, they do. They are
I think
good.
McDonald's French fries, I think, are my favorite fast food French fry.
Hell yeah, I agree. I second that one. You know, Stormy, there were some times where because I like burgers from Burger King because I like flame broiling. There were times where I'm like, if I was motivated enough, I would like to go get a burger from Burger King.
Yep. I've been there.
From McDonald's and all that. And I might have done it once or twice ever in my life, but after a while, when you get older and you got less time, you're like, look, these fries will be all right today. Okay, I'll get the McDonald's one next time. Yeah.
When I was pregnant with my son, though, I made that double trip.
Did you make the double trip?
Yep,
That's
I went and got
good.
the fries.
But
Yep.
yeah, but I remember that like when I was younger at a certain age, I thought that was living the high life. Boy, if I could just get me a cheeseburger from Burger King and fries from McDonald's, I'd have the whole world figured out. I got the whole world in my hand. So. How life changes, how our goals change. Let's see. Psychosocial is saying bones up to bone loads and psychosocial. She's laughing. That's what this is all about. $1 million Twinkie? Question mark. Let's see. Brian Clauder says, my ex-sister-in-law saved Twinkies for 15 years and it was still tasty. There you go.
That's insane. What?
All right. We can go down this road a little bit because
Those are good.
Arby's curly fries are good. And also they have the meats.
They do.
All right. So Stormy and I clearly established that our number one fry is McDonald's. So Scott, what is you have a number one fry?
It's still McDonald's, but there was a time when McDonald's was even better. They changed their fries. I even watched a little documentary thing on it. They changed their fries a little bit.
They changed everything.
Because they stopped cooking them in beef fat. That's why. They used to cook that shit in like lard, bro. I think that changed it too. There used to be a lard or animal component that they kind of cooked it in. See, once you take all the good animal out of shit, nothing tastes right no more.
They were more golden back then, more
They
consistent.
were, yeah.
They were.
They also didn't cost as much.
Oh my God, yeah, that's not
Solid.
okay.
Yeah,
So I like this because I knew Fry Game was going to get people going, and we're going to have some chats on this one.
I know.
So let's see. That's my Bobby Nick. You live up in Canada, but you can be I guess it can be poutine or something. But do you have a favorite French fry that we would identify with?
Well, I would say my favorite French fry is probably from KFC.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
You have like the large potato
fries
fries. Like what do we have? Yeah, we got mashed potatoes down here in the States more so. I don't.
Oh,
cook too
really?
much
You don't
fries
have?
there, yeah.
You don't? Oh,
I love me some
so-
KFC mashed potatoes, boy. Some
I think
cafeteria
they
mashed
have
potatoes and
wedges,
gravy.
but I don't
No,
ever
we
get
have actual French fries here.
Okay. Well, there you go. So yeah, so this I've seen these talked about before. Now you know who else has some. Let's talk about who has some tight game. I see.
Well, she need to clip this and send it to Cardiff.
Oh, excellent idea. And I'll play the Psycho theme underneath of it. I love Arby's. Yes, there you go. That's cool. Here goes KB with her opinion. Chick-fil-A waffle fries. Good, but you got to eat them fast because to me, they don't hold their heat there, Scott.
Yeah, well, I've never had a Chick-fil-A. They don't have one of them around here. I've heard all about it, but I've never had it.
Y'all don't have Chick-fil-A out your way yet.
No, we have to drive over an hour to get to a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I don't even
I
think
can
they have
trip over
Chick-fil-A
one
in
here.
Canada.
Oh shit!
I've been
You
there Chick-fil-A twice in my life.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow. We have a lot of them around here. I can go in a couple directions and get to one, and they are amazing for a fast food place. I mean, they're Christian based. They close on Sundays and they still make a killing. There's always a line, a double line wrapped around the buildings around here whenever time of day you go there. And their service is like second to none as far as fast food places. The values that they instill in these people, and as fast as they get you through line, it's impressive. And you can't say that about any or many fast food places. So I like Chick-fil-A for those reasons.
We just got Wendy's in the town that I live in, and before that, you had to at least drive 30 to 45 minutes to get to a Wendy's.
Wow, I know y'all out there in the middle of it, like you've expressed that before, but I didn't realize that you were kind of that far removed from some of these more popular fast food chains and all. So that's interesting to know that. But Chick-fil-A is like, I like the spicy chicken sandwich there. And Kay's right.
I mean,
they have waffle fries. They're good, but they get cold fast. Go ahead, Bobby Nick.
I got to say, for me, myself, right now, I am 45 minutes away from a KFC, so I can't even have my favorite fries.
Whoa, shit. Yeah, that'd be a
That's
hell of a DoorDash, and they'd be mighty cold by the time they made it to you, huh?
Oh, we don't even have DoorDash here.
Yeah, I had
Uber
that
Eats or anything.
conversation with him one day. They don't have DoorDash or anything like that. It's crazy.
I mean, they do around Alberta, but not in my
How
small
about
town.
Sled Dog Dash? Nothing like that?
No, no.
Should get that. Psychosocial says, you all rock. I got to roll. See ya. We appreciate you, Psychosocial.
Check you later. Check you later.
Yeah, Psychosocial. You know it. Oh, hang on. Wrong track. Try to play a guitar track for you. Oh, hell. I done messed it all up.
Yeah.
Hit the wrong button.
A for effort.
Oh, there, Scott's got it. Yeah, there you go. He's got it. Gotta give you another chance to stall.
Now,
found it that time, Scott. Thanks for
I gotta say, last night on Weird Stuff, Scott did find a way to plug in his guitar straight to his computer, and it sounded great. But he couldn't. It was either the guitar or his mic.
Yeah, and we'll have to talk about that, Scott, because I got a little mixture here that might be able to help you with. We can get you some links to it. But yeah, I think if you put it in a preamp and kind of cut that sound down a little bit and then plug it into a mixer, I think you probably can do both, bro. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I almost got it once. I think, almost.
Yeah, you
close.
need almost like, right, because I know I went through that too, where all your outputs go through just that microphone out thing. So you need to multiply that somehow. We'll have to talk about that.
I've
Brian
thought
Clark-
about buying stuff I thought might work, but then I know that I'll end up buying the wrong thing and we'll end up with 5 million things and it won't be right.
That can be a thing. It can be a little bit of a chase there, but I'll talk to you after. So I'll send you a link. And yeah, I think if you preamp it down and kind of knock it down a little bit and go into the output, and yeah, we can get you out there to another channel. Figure that out. Potato wedges, or you could just do a Jimi Hendrix and talking to the strings. You can go. Right? Yeah. Some of them strings, you crank them amps up enough, you can hear some shit coming through them. That's true. She knows what I mean about them getting cold. You got to eat them fast, KB, don't you?
Yeah.
They are good as shit when you first get them. But those waffle fries, they got holes in them. They're literally waffle shape, and they got holes in them. Let's see. Hacker Eye can't go into a Chick-fil-A. That's right. Why, Scott? Why can't Hacker Eye go into a Chick-fil-A? Because of who he is?
I don't know.
I thought I said you have to say because
Maybe
he's the
because
devil.
he's a demon. Yeah, he's a demon.
It took me a second to figure out. There you go. It took me a second to figure out what he meant by that, but I figured it out because the whole Christian angle. There you go, dude.
Yeah.
Can't go in there.
He'll burn.
Brian Clauder, I already did, and you already bought it, bro. That's right. I think he meant to say sent me that link because Brian Clauder, I sent him a link, and I believe he got that. So there you go. That'll be easy enough to take care of. All right, y'all. Well, this was cool. I like the little, like I said, I like the little fry talk. Oh, I was about ready to add Five Guys to the mix. Do y'all have Five Guys Burger Place?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, shit. There you go.
I keep hearing this Five Guys. It's like, what are these Five Guys doing? And to who?
Yeah.
I think
That doesn't sound like a food place to me.
I probably got to drive 100 miles to get to a White Castle.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's funny. Somebody does like an internet joke about that. About, hey, honey, like, did you ever have Five Guys? And she said, yeah, in my college days when I was crazy. He's like, no, I meant the burger place, honey. No, and she was like, oop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so
doesn't
that's
sound
funny.
like a
Yeah,
burger place.
yeah, there is. There is a chain around here called Five Guys, and they make these really good smash burgers to order, and they hand cut the fries right there in the place, and they boast about what farm in Idaho or wherever they got the potatoes from. They'll like literally write it down on a chalkboard. Like they have serious fry game, and what they do, Stormy, you get a small or a large, and you get them in a bag, and what they do is they give you the big heavy load. So even if you get a small one, the bottom of the bag is just filled with them. They're kind of known for that. And you get this big, funky, greasy bag of fries, and they're hot and fresh, and they're really good. And I'll put that fry game up against a lot of these other ones.
Yeah.
Let's see. Corn Diff, the corn says the Five Guys meat is delicious. Whoa. Well, what about the restaurant? What about the restaurant, bro? Oh, Daniel Poon says Five Guys overrated. Overpriced, Daniel. I don't know about overrated, but they are overpriced. It does taste good. Maybe that's kind of part of your equation about overrated because they are expensive, Stormy. They're kind of like a boutique-y burger place. So we'll go there, like the two of us, and it'd be like $25, $27 or something to have 2 burgers and split an order of fries or something. They can be pricey. They are pricey.
Jesus. Well, then fuck Five Guys. Then.
Unless you go to, yeah.
Apparently, you got to fuck Five Guys to afford it. Apparently,
That's funny.
Maybe that's where they got the name from. Five Guys. That's how many you have to do to afford this shit. Let's see.
Unless you go to a fast food place like McDonald's where we live or Burger King, you're going to spend that much going somewhere to get a meal anyways.
Yeah,
matter
and you're
where
right
you
because McDonald's and even Bob Levy talked about this, how it used to be affordable fast food back in the day, and now it's not. You try to take
Yeah.
your family to McDonald's and you have a burger and get them all a meal, and two kids or something, and you're beyond $30 probably easy.
I think there was a day I might be wrong about this. Dad'll know probably. There was a day during the week where we used to go when I was a kid to get like, what was it, like 99-cent burgers or something? Or
It was
what
like
was it?
25-cent. We call it like, I think it was like 25-cent
25
cheeseburger night.
Yeah.
There you go.
You could get all the cheeseburgers you want for 25 cents. We'd take the family up there and get a lot of hamburgers.
And be able to stick. Corndiv says a large Five Guys French fry should come with a trailer to haul it home. Okay, yeah. Let's see.
That's funny.
In-N-Out is the best. I don't have In-N-Out in my region burger, but you hear about the In-N-Out burger out west. But
No idea what that
that's
is
right. You're
either.
out there. That's right. You're out there on that coast. I kind of forget that sometimes, Derek. So you have In-N-Out out there. I'm not familiar with In-N-Out.
I have no idea what that is.
Other than
We have a
that,
lot of pizza places.
Hey, you got the pizza. Like, what do you got? You
Yeah.
got the
We have a
chains,
lot of
or you got
pizzas,
local? What do you
too.
got?
Pizza place.
Both.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Same here. In my small town alone, there's like probably 10, 12 pizza places. It's like, what the fuck? Why are there all these pizza places?
Pizza is one of my main food groups in life. I love me some pizza. I
Well,
eat
me
bad
too.
pizza anywhere.
Yeah.
I call it eating bad pizza. I used to eat it at the skating rink when they had the bad pizza, the
Yeah.
cardboard with barely enough sauce, and it was all kind of flat and the same height. I'll keep that shit
Yep.
coming. I don't care. $1 a
It had
slice.
that
I'm a
orange
fan.
grease.
Yeah.
I have to,
Grease.
I have to say though.
Like
I have
that
to say
Stormy?
though.
Like that bad pizza.
Yeah. I like gas station pizza, like Casey's. I know that sounds bad, but it is bad for you, but I like it.
I like
Sorry,
the
Bobby.
pizza that is made by Italians, actual Italians
Me too. I'm honest,
owning
yeah.
the restaurant.
Yeah, we don't
I
have
noticed,
those. We just have
I noticed
fake
that it's
ones.
pretty consistent.
It
All over the place. I've been to like 5 of these different places. They're not connected in any way, but the pizza always tastes very similar.
I bet it does, Bobby, Nick, because we have a little Italy section in our town, and we're lucky enough to have some good local, kind of more authentic mom and pop pizzeria shops. And you're right. I think that they all kind of know the base ingredients that goes into it, and I think in a little Italy situation, if you're putting out bad shit, you're going to get a bad reputation pretty quick. It's kind of similar with the crabs around here. It's like if you have a bad reputation of putting out a food that people know how it should taste and they have an expectation of it, and if you don't deliver it, you'll get a bad rep pretty quick. So, yeah, the Italian ones usually deliver for that reason.
Yeah.
For that reason. Oh, look, see, now you're in my wheelhouse. Daniel Poon says, I miss rectangular school pizza. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Talk about a major food group. Chocolate milk, rectangular pizza, French fries. Come on, man. That's school lunch right there for me. That was my terrible school lunch right there.
Got an extra $1, you can go back and get another piece.
Hell yeah. Oh, them days you felt like you was large and in charge. Talking about feeling like big, yeah, be like, oh man, I'm gonna get me a second piece. That's how I rolled today. Yeah, you felt like you was a boss at school lunch. Get that second piece of that badass pizza. But yeah, love me some bad frozen pizza. All right, y'all. Well, this was cool. Hey, in about 20 minutes, you have one more thing, Scott? You ever follow it up?
I think I was just snotting.
Okay, there you go. All right. Well, we appreciate you being here today, bro. I'm glad that you're on the better side of that, and you had that kind of the sickness, that name we won't mention here on the internet, and yeah. So I'm glad. Look, he's got he hit his snot button for us, cough button. So that's cool. I appreciate him showing up today because I know he's not really been making all his podcasts, and I appreciate Stormy's here today, and we made it through the show, and everything's cool. So I'm not going. So I waited to the end. I'm going to play one more clip. Internet. Okay. So appreciate everybody joining us here today. At the top of the hour, go check out Shuli Network. The guys are going to be doing a 3 o'clock show. So I'm happy to be here with my friends here to be a little filler in the time, the gap till we make it over there. But I'll see a lot of you in the chat over there. Be enjoying the rest of this day. But before we make it over there, I can't think of any better way to end my show than to show you how the Tom B week and Perry Caravello ended. So they have a fun ending for their show. I'll make it part of the ending. I'll play it. I'll play my package and we'll get out of here. So let's see. Video file. And this is simply Tom B and the boys ending Tom B week with a famous song. It's Ricky Horny time. Look at the shit that goes on while they're doing this.
No, get your no. That way.
Oh, turn the lights off.
Oh,
pants off, dance off.
No.
Look how they're teasing, and they'll just tease him the whole fucking time. Look, it's Garrett. Perry's just steady complaining.
Oh, that's funny.
They got him dancing against his will.
He looks miserable.
They know. They call me Ricky. They call me Ricky. Bro, Tony, I appreciate that, bro. That's how you're supposed to feel. Thank you, bro. They call me Ricky.
Is Tic Tacs on the back of his shirt or something?
Yeah, some kind of Tic Tac parody.
That's funny.
Good night. Barry's in the back. He's just wanting it to end. He's so ready to drive these guys to the airport and have them out of his fucking place. He throws them out every like 15 minutes.
Put that there. Do not put that there. Do not put that there. God damn it. Stop fucking with me.
Oh my god.
Get out of here!
Hmm. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine if somebody called the cops or something?
I can't. So he lives on that. I think he lives in the ground floor of that place. Look, he acts like they're going away, but then they come back. I can't believe that he hasn't been kicked out. He said he's lived there since the 90s. I mean, who's tolerated this since the 90s?
Drive myself to the nut house and say, handcuff me, strap me a straight jacket, and lock me in a padded cell, because I'm going.
Now they got the fog machine going. They came back
my
and look.
gosh.
And he said all week, don't let that fucking fog machine in my place. And there you go.
It's funny.
And then it starts
YouTube
again.
doesn't mind his titties.
Yeah, apparently not. Stormy there once again.
There you go, Dave.
Oh, he got his wish. Oh, and that gentleman right there, I didn't show you the picture, but that was Dave Navarro that they had on the show last night. Let me see if I can find mine.
The tattoo guy.
Oh,
Guitar.
yes. It paused a little bit. Still a little more to play. I must have paused. All right. All right. Well, I guess that's all we're seeing there. Okay. Let's see. So you get the idea. It was just extended dance mix of that. Those guys had a lot of fun. Let me try to go back in here real quick. I was going to show you mine in the messenger. Then we really will.
Was Dave there to fix his tattoo?
Yes, Dave. And I wish there was so much going on with that show. You can't clip it all. But here's a picture. This is a picture. I was there when they brought him in. And Perry, I believe till this day, still thinks that he just interacted with Dave Navarro last night. So I'm going to show you this picture. You got to see it up close. Check this shit out. Here's the screenshot I got. And notice who's in the picture. This is Dave Navarro off of Wish.com. People were calling him like David Cross. They said he looked like the comedian David Cross. But look at the picture of Bob with the testicle tiger tattoo on his arm. That's what's on the right hand side. That's Bob Levy.
Oh my goodness.
So he's supposed to be selling. He's supposed to be talking Perry into the tattoo. Like, look, there's Bob, and here's you go. So look at Bob. He never looked so buff. So shout out Bob Levy, buff Bob Levy. Looking good, bro. And there's broke ass Dave Navarro off of Wish.com. And he sat there and talked to him the entire time, Stormy. Like he was the legit Dave
That's
Navarro.
funny.
And then he goes, well, I don't have my tools with me, bro. So we're not taking off anything here. And by the end of the fucking stream, he's got like this timing gun, this thing that looks like a laser gun that shoots light out of it. And he's done, roll your sleeve up so I can burn that other one off of you. It was just freaking hilarious.
That's
just more
funny.
fun with Perry. They had a great time. Let's get these last 6 comments in here. And then we will pull the straight into the station because this weed ain't gonna smoke a cell. And I ain't gonna get over there to the Shuli Network by being here. So let's check it out. I appreciate you saying that again. I'm gonna put it up again. Thank you, Tony. It makes my day. Help let me know that I helped made your day. They call me Ricky Horny. Ricky Horny, Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky. Yes, it was a rave at Perry's place. That's right. Thanks, Cube. He says BF forever and FKB. That's right. I really love that. There's the stream elements. There one last opportunity to donate, please, if you can. They're pinned at the top, and they're running throughout the chat. Thank you for everybody that utilized them. I will be sending you private messages right after the show as soon as I can. There's the Poon Man laughing. That's what it's all about. Q's laughing at the Poon. Let's see. Dave was also a famous musician. Yeah, yeah, he was. Yeah. Well, I'm saying Red Hot Chili Perry. I was saying all kind of shit in the chat. Tony DeVore. Bob gave up cigarettes for roids. Yeah, he did with that picture, boy. He was looking buff as shit. Looking buff as shit. Like, look, you son of a bitch. Perry, we're going to get these tattoos, you son of a bitch. Okay, so. And Daniel Poon says, Jane's Addiction. Bro, yes, we know. Peppers, Jane's Addiction, a couple other projects. Well, we appreciate everybody being here. It is 2:45 here on the East Coast, 45 minutes before the top of the hour of 3 o'clock, where we're going to go meet the boys over on the Shuli Network to see what kind of fun antics they're up to. So please like, share, and subscribe. BF Live at Bobby Fran. You can also go out, if you want to see the ladies show, go out and check out at Stormy on YouTube. Or you can also go check out No Filter with Andrew and Friends. You'll find us at one or all of those locations there. And also on Facebook, if you go, just look for BF Live, join the group, and we'll keep our links up there for when we're doing shows and when all this fun shit is happening. I appreciate y'all being a part of this and being here today.
And check out BYB podcast tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Jane says, going to Perry's house. Let's see. All right, there's Poon. Thanks, Derek. You heard Bobby Nick just gave you the plug right there. And you can catch Scott and Stormy and all there on all the No Filter with Andrew and Friends and all the weird stuff. So for Stormy, thank you for joining us and making it through an entire show today.
Yeah.
Awesome internet connection.
Yay.
Bobby Nick Havens, our friend from the Great White North, and our friend Scott Fitzpatrick. Glad you're feeling better, bro. I'm the man, BF Bobby Fran. Peace and love. And we'll see you next time. We'll see you. And that next time is going to be at 3 o'clock at the top of the hour over on the Shuli Network. So peace and love until then. And we are out of here, folks.
Later.